party experience is happening at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. Catch every Mexico and USA match live, surrounded by non-stop game day energy, passionate fans, drink specials, surprise giveaways, grab fire asada tacos, slow braised quesadilla, fresh ceviches, warm churros, and more while you cheer on your team with the entire Mercado. Mercado Gonzalez, your soccer fan paradise this summer. Join us every Mexico and USA match at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa, where every match tastes better.
A chapter closes and a city reacts.
LeBron realizing, hey, I don't have a voice in that organization anymore.
That's right.
LeBron James is gone. Now, the questions begin.
Does LeBron feel wanted by the Lakers? I don't think he felt wanted by the Lakers.
The next era starts now.
I think it really just comes down to what Luka wants. Luka seems like he's wanting guys from other teams to come and build a team around him.
Breaking it down all day on the home of the Lakers, 710 ESPN.
Drive away in a Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon this summer, thanks to Pechanga Resort Casino. Pechanga is giving away a brand new Mercedes-Benz G580E or $100,000 cash every Saturday this July, plus thousands in Easy Play. Play with your Pechanga Rewards card to earn entries all month long, then be at Pechanga every Saturday night in July to activate your entries. The more you play, the more chances you have to win. Must be present to win. Visit Pechanga.com for complete details. Must be 21 or older with valid ID to participate.
Smalls here. If you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds can turn into sinus infections that last weeks, ruining your perfect vacation getaway. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and a pharmacy, it's stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy at home. It includes prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Pak to treat a wide range of illnesses. So if you wake up sick, at home, or on the road, you have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, and no pharmacy lines. Also, no copays. Match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor. Start meds sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs a medical emergency kit, so order yours online in minutes. It's shipped right to your door. Save $45 with my promo code SMALLS at urgentcarekit.com/smalls. That's promo code SMALLS at urgentcarekit.com/smalls.
Prescription required. Always consult your doctor to determine if this product is right for you.
The home of USC football, and now the home of The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon, KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Oh, it's Windy Wednesdays on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
And now, let's go to our free agency breaking news desk. And one, producer Lindsay Baseball. Linz?
Thanks, Christopher. According to ESPN's Shams Charania, LeBron James has informed the Los Angeles Lakers that he will play the 2026-27 season, but has informed the Lakers that the team can move on without him because he will play elsewhere.
Wow! It is a final!
Oh, man, he's going to the Warriors.
It's Windy Wednesdays.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show is on the air.
Wait a minute.
Wow. He will play elsewhere. Wow.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Whoa.
The biggest show in ESPN LA history.
People in LA are cheering or are pissed off.
Well, how do you feel, Bird? You're a Lakers fan.
I was ready to move on.
As was I.
A little sabor?
Yeah, I don't think people like being called hacks.
You're the güero on the radio.
No.
Giant Mexican, horn section. And
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
give me a freaking break.
I'm reacting to Art Bell.
Yeah?
Oh, okay. Amazing.
Do you want to do the Love Boat, or do you want me to do the Love Boat?
The Art, I don't even want to talk about.
No, here it is. Ready? Watch this. Watch this.
It's Windy Wednesdays.
Midnight in the desert. I'm Art Bell.
Scott Kaplan, eat a fat one, bro.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Wow, that's crazy.
Well, you want to woo-woo?
Bit boy. Monstrous.
Beto, I don't want to eat that.
We did it, Dad. We did it.
You were riding high on the stinger last time.
Oh, big time.
Right, that's right. Of course we were.
It's Windy Wednesdays on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Oh, just one more thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna unload today.
Come on. Let's go. You've been gone for a couple days. We want a lot of Sedano today. Let's go.
You mother bleepers wonder why I don't come into the studio. Nothing works here. Nothing.
That is not
False.
Nothing works here. This DirecTV, all I want on one of these televisions is Wimbledon. One. I have First Take on the other. I got the local TV on the other. All I want is one on Wimbledon.
Well, if you want, Cappy and I can play tennis in front of you.
And I can't get
I
one
think
of
we
these.
have rackets in the back.
We should get a ping pong table all up in this biatch. Seriously.
I can't get one damn TV to have Wimbledon on in this place.
Not one.
Well, with that, 7:03 and good morning.
Have you signed your stupid contract?
So, yes, we have breaking news. Sedano and I were in the room when Reed Diamond.
Wait a second.
Joe Emerald.
Rick Diamond.
Oh.
And yesterday, I think he got a new nickname, Dustin Diamond.
Yeah. Pedo called him Dustin Diamond.
Yeah.
The agent for one Sedano, Scott Kaplan.
Mine,
Let me rephrase for the promo.
No offense.
I'm not working with that guy.
One agent for one Scott Kaplan called.
You still have an agent? I thought I told you to get rid of that guy.
But then he brought him back.
Yeah. I had no choice.
Nothing like a guy who complains about money who gives away percentage points for no reason.
Who complains about money?
You.
All the time.
Really?
All the time.
Yo,
But
bro, who got some money?
He reported, hey, Cap, you're good.
Hey, you're good to go.
Which means you're allowed on the air today.
That's what it means.
We had Geeter on standby.
Yeah.
Geeter was in the hallway.
Yeah.
Geeter, send him home.
Right.
He's in the parking lot.
He told me.
He's on the phone with Trudell. They're being mean to me. So, Cappy, congratulations. This is a little less.
It is a final.
It's actually not a final. It's like we're on like the 1-inch line, and
What?
we're going in on the next play.
I thought you said you're good.
Good as in you can go on the air today. That's
How is this sort of negotiation stretching on longer than LeBron's with the Lakers?
It's insane.
I
It
know
really is.
your contract negotiations has gone on longer than. But in the same time, LeBron has decided to continue to play, move on from the Lakers. You still are not signed. This thing has been going on for months.
But I'll tell you, it's very similar though. In this way.
I'm sure.
It's very, very similar, George. It's very similar.
Yeah.
I was making $50 million last year.
Yeah.
And ESPN tried to get me to take a massive pay cut down to $15 million.
Right.
And I was like, hey, I want to be respected.
Yeah.
You need to pay me at least $30 million. As a matter of fact, I'm looking around and I'm going, why is that guy making $42 million? And you're asking me, the old guy, to make that much less? It's a very similar circumstance. And then it really came down to this. I want to be happy.
Yeah.
Money is not the most important thing. I want to be happy.
You want to win a championship.
And I'm thinking about, should I go to another team? And then I'm like, but I'm happy with my team. And unlike LeBron, who said, I'm leaving. I'm a-leaving.
Right.
I said, I'm a-staying.
Okay.
Was that dramatic and like nonsense? Did anybody believe that?
By the way, there's also rumors that there was a celebration dinner last night.
Well, it was supposed to be a
with
celebration.
Gregory Arthur Bergman.
Bergman paid?
Bergman paid.
Wow, Bergie.
He whipped out the card and paid.
You whipped it out?
Always.
It was time for him to whip it out.
For big situations like this, even though it's not actually the big situation that was supposed to happen.
Right.
It was,
So you took him out to dinner thinking it was the big situation, and then it wasn't the big situation.
But here's the good news.
You got a free meal out of this.
And you're right. And here's the thing. It was supposed to be a big celebration, and it was supposed to be I was celebrating Bergie's help in all of this, and I was paying for dinner. But because it didn't get done, Bergie paid for dinner. And now the good news is that next week I'll be taking Bergie out for dinner.
Well, that worked out okay.
Yeah. And I'm going to say one other thing real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Georgie, Christopher, baseball, and I don't see Carlo or Tim in the back, but I
don't
see
worry,
Brooke.
I'll be seeing Carlo this afternoon eating chicken feet.
I look forward to that chicken feet.
Tim and Brooke are in the back.
Okay, there's Tim. You're all invited.
Wow,
You're
look at
all
that.
invited.
But Lindsay won't show up to a dinner you're hosting.
No, of course not. No, but I want her to know that she's invited.
Well, she just invited you.
Well, no, I want her to know that she's invited. So even when she says thanks but no thanks, I got to get home to Chewy. I want her to know that she's invited.
I mean, I had a lovely dinner last night in Culver City at Pasta Sisters. By the way, they had good pasta over there.
Oh, really? Sisters, huh?
Yeah.
All right, top of the hour integrity.
Well, hold on. But had I known that Bergman was paying,
you would have gone to the
I would have
Bergman
gone to
dinner.
Javier's.
You should have gone to Javier's.
Wow.
We had a nice dinner.
And not only that, but thanks. And
Did you see Javier?
Well, shout out to Javier himself.
Yeah, don't you have a comp over there?
Yeah, because here's the thing. I texted Javier
Wait a
yesterday.
minute, so you made Bergie pay at a place we have comps?
It was so bad that when they brought the bill and it said comped, Bergie still paid for it. Okay? In fact, they were like, no, this is on Javier. I go, no, it's on Bergie.
Yeah, that's
You tell Javier thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, Cappy.
Big shout out to Javier, though, because me and Bergie decided to go to Javier's downtown L.A. on a night where Team Mexico is playing in the World Cup.
It was amazing.
And every server in the house is wearing a Mexico jersey.
Yeah.
And the place is just filled with people that are so excited about this game. And at 2-0, the whole place is losing its mind. We're going nuts. And so shout out to Javier for getting us into Javier's downtown last night. We love you, buddy. Thank you.
Okay, so let's talk about the Lakers for a second here. It's going to be an interesting offseason. Like
it already is an interesting offseason.
Okay. I told you this is a big offseason. And look, I'm a believer, and maybe I'm wrong about this, that when you move in silence, one would assume there's something big on the horizon, right?
Like lasagna.
Correct. Real G's move in silence.
Now,
like lasagna.
Like I love lasagna.
I almost put that in the group chat yesterday when Greg was like, hopefully Rob Pelinka is silently cooking. And I was like, yeah, I like lasagna. But I was like, it's too cheesy.
I love lasagna. I really think it's a great dish.
Funny.
It's like, and when it has like pork and it has meat and it has like sausage and
a little
cheese.
ragu.
Right. But you guys seem to be indicating that maybe there's a lyric to a song that perhaps I'm not familiar with.
Yeah, for sure. So the reality is I am cautiously optimistic while also kind of fearful at the same time.
But I understand your point.
Hope and fear, Christopher.
Right.
Hope and fear.
But think about it, though. If all we've been talking about is Kessler and Duren and restricted free agents and how could they get these guys?
There's
and I
got to be some sort of trade that we're not aware of that we can't see on the chessboard right now. That's the only thing I can think of.
That's exactly right. Think about it. What the Lakers did here in the offseason prior to the Austin Reaves move is they went out, George, and they hired rocket scientists who became front office executives. And they said, we need more brain power around our organization.
Right.
And so what I'm assuming they're doing is there's plan A, which is if LeBron returns, and then there's plan B if LeBron doesn't return. And is it 50-50 going in? Or is it more like 70-30 that he's not going to return? And if that's the case, the brain trust, all these new brains, better have come up with a game plan for what happens in the post-LeBron world that we're about to live in. And how do we manipulate the numbers, the salaries, the aprons, and all this other stuff? I'm with you. I'm going to make a bet that they've got something that we don't even see planned.
I hope so. Because I just think that tying your money up in restricted free agency is a monster risk. Monster, of
course.
Risk. Because, again, I mentioned this yesterday when I jumped on with you guys from the airport in the 9 o'clock hour.
By the way, we were on till noon yesterday.
I know. I jumped on a second time.
I saw.
If there's no way that Danny Ainge, if you offer Walker Kessler a contract, okay, because this is how restricted free agency works for those that are unfamiliar. If you offer Walker Kessler or Jalen Duren, who are restricted free agents at center, if you offer them a contract today, let's just say, the matching period for their previous team is 11:59 Eastern on July 7th to match. Okay.
You got a week.
Right. Now, if the offer sheet is given after July 6th, then they only have 48 hours to match.
Okay.
So, granted, much smaller window, right? But do you run the risk of here to July 6th? We're now July 1st, okay? Or technically, July 6th. So
today's July 1st?
Yes.
How
so
about
fast.
that?
Oh, wow.
How
I
about
forgot
that?
to say that.
How could you get to July 1st so
got
quickly?
Thrown off.
I had
Sedano saying that the TVs didn't work. I didn't give the date.
It was like yesterday was June 1st.
Yeah.
Keep going.
So it did feel like June 1st was yesterday.
Like literally.
Yeah. Do you run the risk of just like taking these meetings, telling the agents, hey, just hold off because Danny Ainge is going to screw us? Like telling the agent of Walker Kessler, if Kessler's the guy. Because it seems like Duren is not going to be the guy based on just what's been reported. Only because Detroit has been adamant in telling reporters, we are not going to facilitate a sign and trade. Okay? And basically they've told him, go get a better offer. So, and similar with Walker Kessler. I happen to think there's no way, if you're the Detroit Pistons, you have made this ascension, okay, that this 22-year-old has been a part of. Yes, he had a awful playoffs, but he's 22 years old, man.
Got, 3 or 4 years of experience already as well.
Listen,
come on. You're not giving
Laker
up on that
fans
guy.
can tell you, Kobe was younger at that stage, But Kobe was shooting air balls against the Utah Jazz as a child, okay?
Del Harris standing on the sideline going, what are you doing?
This guy, I know he looks like he's 30. He's 22, okay? So what I'm telling you is he's going to get better. I can't fathom the Detroit Pistons, who drafted this kid, who are in this driver's seat to re-sign him, are going to let him go away. Now, Utah's a little different because they've got more big men, right? Like they've got, if anything, they've got like almost too many guys up front. So whereas Detroit doesn't, all right? So that's why I think the Utah thing makes some sense to me. But the Danny Ainge part of it, like he is not going to give the Lakers. He already facilitated the Luka trade because he did not know he was facilitating the Luka trade. If you recall, afterwards, it came out that the Jazz were like, wait, we had no idea that's the trade we were facilitating. So Danny Ainge is going to try to screw the Lakers. You cannot get your money tied up because he's going to take it to the deadline. And then you only have whatever amount is left over that you're not offering Walker Kessler in this case, in this example, to utilize in free agency. And you've already lost Hachimura. Or you haven't lost Hachimura yet, but you may.
Looks like
you've lost Kennard and you've lost Marcus Smart. Two guys that it was widely reported the Lakers wanted to keep. Three guys, if you count Hachimura. So I am genuinely curious, and I feel like I generally have at least an idea of where teams may be headed or their thought process. I mean, we know what their thought process is. They need a big man. They need perimeter help. But I don't know the path of achieving that at the moment, hence why my initial statement of there's got to be something that we just can't see on the chessboard.
Well, that's what I'm thinking, because everybody in media who's in the NBA who reports on these possibilities has mentioned Walker Kessler and Duren. Those are the only two names that you've heard in terms of restricted free agent centers that the Lakers would target. And when you think about Duren, as you're pointing out, he's so young, and Detroit had such a great year, and they think that they're building towards championship caliber.
Yeah.
Why would you mess with your roster when you have such a young kid?
Agreed.
So that's over here. That's the Detroit side.
It's why I don't buy the Jalen Duren stuff.
On the Kessler side and on the Utah side, Walker Kessler is, in my opinion, everything that the Lakers want and need. I've talked to you over and over again about you got to have a body that you can put in front of Wemby or Chet Holmgren or Hartenstein or any of these types of big men.
Yeah.
Kessler's 7'2", 250.
Yeah.
So he counts. That's what the Lakers need.
Yeah.
If the Lakers are ever going to get over on San Antonio or Oklahoma City, they have to have a guy who's got a physique like this dude, because there just aren't that many of them. But if you're Utah and you keep mentioning Danny Ainge doesn't want to help the Lakers.
No chance in hell.
So when you say he's going to screw the Lakers, I look at it like as if I will do everything I can to never help the Lakers.
Right.
But I will just ask this question, because I saw a video yesterday on TMZ, and Kessler landed at LAX.
Yeah, well, his agency's based here.
Okay, so he's walking through the airport.
Yeah.
And he's dragging with him his golf bag.
Right.
And I'm saying, did Walker Kessler come to L.A. because he got friends or family or maybe even a residence, or he's here to play golf? Or is Walker Kessler in L.A. because there's some sort of meetings that are happening and face-to-face?
His agency is based here.
Okay. So I saw this Walker Kessler thing yesterday on TMZ and went, that big brother right there is in town to have some talks with the Lakers.
Come on.
What? Right. But he's a big brother. He had to actually lower his head walking out of LAX.
Mm-hmm.
That, in fact, George, you should talk to your people at your home away from home.
Just
and say,
get a measure.
Look,
measurement.
guys, you got to go taller than 7 feet.
Yeah.
You know,
don't you know the Lakers are trying to recruit?
Yeah, you got to go up to 8 feet. So as the people mover train is getting ready to, show up, raise the ceiling.
He's 7'2".
7'2".
Yeah.
245.
Break this up for a moment. It's 7:17 in the morning. You know what you could have done? Especially if you're headed out of town like LeBron, go see our friends at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Get yourself a lube job before you leave. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of breaking news, which was happening all day yesterday, and home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a location near you.
All right, so...
Oh, hold on. Sorry.
What is this?
I don't know. That was exciting.
Weezer?
was exciting.
It is Weezer.
No, I know it's Weezer, but what I thought
I hit
something
the
else
wrong-
was
No,
happening.
but I
hit the
like
wrong
that. I
button.
like the way you went from Valvoline into some music because it kind of leads us back in.
Yeah.
And I want to say this to you.
Yeah.
So,
We
okay.
should start doing that now.
Right. It's
I'll just
dramatic.
hit this, the Weezer underneath the Valvoline.
I just want to say this, though,
Yeah.
that if everything that has been talked about has been Duren
Yeah.
and Kessler,
Yeah.
and both guys are restricted
Are they
free
going to
agents.
trade for Khalil? Are they? Remember, here's the thing. Khalil Ware is still a possibility that they were linked to because I still believe the Miami-Milwaukee trade is going to be expanded before July 6th.
But this is what I'm getting at, is that everything that's been reported has been about these two guys. So the likelihood that either of them are going to come to the Lakers, Duren's young, they're not going to give up on him. Kessler is a guy that he's also pretty young.
He is very young.
And Ainge isn't going to want to help the Lakers. So if you knock off both of those guys off the chessboard, the Lakers have to know they're smarter than we are. They're in the world of like true transactions in the NBA.
Yeah.
They've got to know 10 times, 100 times more than we do. They've got to have a board with every player, every name.
Sure.
And they must have a plan of Kessler's probably not going to happen. Duren's probably not going to happen. So what else is out there? And none of us are talking about, none of us see it.
Right, but that's why I'm saying, like, are they going to get in on this, what I eventually will believe will be a multiple team trade between Milwaukee and Miami? And are they going to get somebody out of that equation? And it may not be Khalil Ware. Maybe there's, again, because I believe there will probably be multiple teams, as the trade gets expanded. Is it maybe somebody from some other team that's not Miami or Milwaukee,
I'm just now super curious to what happens and on what timetable. Because, again, if they make an offer.
It would likely have to happen here relatively soon.
Right. I would think that by, the holiday, the 4th of July holiday.
We'd have at least an idea.
Right. Because Friday, most of America is not working.
Yeah.
So.
Are we working?
We are.
No,
we are off
the
on
holiday.
Friday.
We're off Friday?
Yeah.
Oh. I also didn't know that until yesterday.
Oh, I didn't know.
By
the way,
it's a company holiday. It's a union holiday. It's
okay.
a
I'm just
holiday.
asking. I was willing to work from home.
You'll love this.
Well, you
ready?
can. I mean, you could just do YouTube.
Yeah.
We can give you the password. You could set up your own YouTube.
And you could just do YouTube by yourself.
Like it's Sedano. Happy 4th of
3
July.
hours.
With,
I got a
the
lot
top
of
hat on.
lot of things
July
to say.
3rd.
Eat some hot dogs.
You're gonna love this.
Me and Kobayashi.
Shouts out.
So yesterday I find out that I'm off on Thursday.
You are?
Well, no, but I found out yesterday that I was.
Oh.
And not only am I off on Thursday, which I'm not, but guess what else?
What?
But wait a minute. I thought you are off Thursday, but next week you're here.
So I'm off. I'm also off all of next week.
But you're not.
But
on
I'm
that
not.
one.
You know why? And this is all your fault, by the way.
My fault.
100%. Because you know how organized you are and
Yeah.
how you plan things ahead.
Yeah.
So I was inspired by that.
Yeah.
So I, in March,
Yeah.
sent an email to Bergie and Lindsay, and I said, hey, guys.
George is on the email, too, by the way,
yeah.
so he's aware of this whole situation.
Hey, on July 2nd, Thursday, Friday, July 2nd, 3rd, I'm going to take those 2 days off.
Yeah, you're gonna add on to what already are holidays.
Right, and then
it's a smart move.
And then I'm going to take all of next week off.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use my day that I worked on Juneteenth on July 2nd.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to take July 3rd off because that's July 4th. And I'm going to take off all of next week.
Yeah.
Well, guess what?
What?
I didn't know that I did that. I forgot.
Yeah.
So now I'm supposed to be off all of next week.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and everybody in sales is like, so you're off next week. So you're not doing live reads. I'm like, what do you mean I'm off next week?
Because they're actually doing their job and looking at the schedule.
Right. I don't look at the schedule. I just show up every day.
But no, you really need to start looking at the schedule.
Yeah, I just don't.
So are you working or you're not?
I'm on. Yeah, I'm working.
Next week too?
Yeah, next week.
What happened when we did afternoons? You used to have like a meeting with Bergie every week to go over your schedule.
Well, he
What
got
happened to
super
that?
busy. It's baseball season. He's got the blue review.
Yeah.
Plus, he's negotiating contracts.
He's reviewing the blue.
Guys
He's got Bergie's
negotiating
4
deals.
things.
Yeah.
He's got first pitch. What's the one in the afternoon?
Boys in blue.
Boys in blue.
Yeah, he's busy. He's a busy
busy.
boy.
Oh, I want to stretch out here a little bit.
So am
I know
I.
we are going to get to Bergie's 3 things in just a few minutes. But let me tell you about my friends at George Chevrolet. Then after that, in 1 minute, let's play this Rich Paul, some of this Rich Paul sound that Lindsay worked hard to get. You know,
why don't we step aside, then
Oh, you
play the
wanna
Rich
step
Paul,
aside?
and then get to the 3 things?
Oh, so what I'm thinking then is then we'll be back around 25.
Yeah, we got some time.
Then we'll do like 5-6 minutes back on Rich Paul. Then Bergie's 3 things in a tight.
Or we could do
well, no.
Bergie's 3 things.
Then do Rich Paul.
Right? We could do either one.
Well, where do we want to put Rich
Whatever
Paul?
Bergie wants to do.
We
I'm
wanna put
going to
Rich-
say this.
Rich
My
on
vote,
the top or the bottom?
My vote is Dave Roberts got his 1,000th win.
We do that.
I say we go with Dave Roberts
And then we do
celebrate
Rich
that
Paul
brother.
on the back end.
Oh,
Great.
my
Just
God.
tell
I
me
don't
what I'm
know.
doing.
My guy, Dave?
Your guy. Nice
was-
guy, Dave.
I got another new Dave Roberts bobblehead I'm going to bring in here.
All
I
right.
text him this morning.
You tell them about your friends at Chevrolet. Bergie's 3 things. Dave Roberts, Rich Paul, commentary.
You know, I got so many hats in here. I need a Chevrolet hat. One that says the heartbeat of America, because that's what George Chevrolet is all about. My guy, the great John Good. He's Bellflower's party pal. The 91 Freeway, Lakewood exit, city of Bellflower. Go see John Good and say, hey, it's 4th of July weekend. I want to feel like a proud American. I want the heartbeat of America. Chevrolet, light up your 4th of July with big savings at George Chevrolet right now. Get 0% APR financing for 60 months. That's 60, Jack, on select new 2026 Chevrolet Trax, Equinox, and Silverado models. Cappy needs that Equinox for his daughter. That's right. Low monthly payments and no interest financing on 3 of Chevy's most popular models. Don't miss the 4th of July sales event going on now at George Chevrolet. Visit them in Bellflower or online at georgechevy.com. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. And as I like to remind you, you see the license plate right there for those on YouTube. George Chevrolet, home of John Good, home of his guy, Kevin Reaves. They're going to take care of you. They are the 7-time Dealer of the Year. Bam, 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 bam. And 2 more for 4th of July. Bam, bam. Go see George Chevrolet. They'll take care of you and make you feel like a proud American. With the heartbeat of America, Chevrolet. Okay, coming up in about 3 minutes from right now, we will do Bergie's 3 things. Celebrate the great Dave Roberts, my guy, plus Rich Paul sound as we send LeBron off. Get out of here, sucker. LeBron is leaving L.A. But what does that all mean exactly? What's next? Luckily, Sedano's here, and Wendy will be here in the 8 o'clock hour on a windy Wednesday, right here on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
The King is leaving Los Angeles.
Wait, wow.
Because he will play elsewhere. Wow.
After years of memorable moments, it all comes to an end.
Do you think that the people in LA are cheering or are pissed off?
What's next for the Lakers? What's next for LeBron? And what does this mean for the future of the NBA?
LeBron is saying, I will play, but hey, Lakers, not for you.
Hear every reaction, every opinion, every breaking update. The home of the purple and gold is 710 ESPN.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Is there any better match than soccer and pizza? Our friends at Pizza Hut have 2 winning deals all summer long. Need a quick carryout before kickoff? Grab a large 1-topping pizza for just $9.99. Want more toppings or delivery? Get a large 3-topping pizza for only $12.99, available for delivery or carryout. So whether you're watching every minute or just tuning in for the big moments, Pizza Hut is the winning move this summer of soccer. Order today on the Pizza Hut app or go to pizzahut.com.
John Ireland here, and when it comes to vodka, I like a winner, and Blue Ice Vodka delivers. America's largest potato vodka. Double gold rated, just 64 calories an ounce, and made from Idaho potatoes. Clean, smooth, no additives. Blue Ice Vodka. Vodka with standards.
Crazy. Yeah, we're just a couple of guys messing around. That's what we are.
Hey, it's Mason. The next best thing to being at the 2026 FIFA World Cup is watching it at Cosm. Experience every match inside the massive 87-foot LED dome in shared reality. You will feel like you're right there on the pitch with the world's biggest stars. Plus, catch all the action in the Cosm Hall with great food and drinks. FIFA World Cup tickets will not last, so book right now at cosm.com/FIFA. I will see all you guys for the World Cup at Cosm.
That's the ease at which you get information. You want it, you get it. Like that. Ask your phone. Group chat. Smartphone. You're always connected and informed in real time. No waiting. So if you're diabetic and still using finger sticks to read your blood sugar, what are you waiting for? Knowing your blood sugar levels instantly is important for managing diabetes. Call US Med at 888-665-0696. To learn more about continuous glucose monitors, a real-time instant method to track your blood glucose, US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 1,000 private insurers. And the best part? Call 888-665-0696 and we'll give you a free insurance benefits check today. So call 888-665-0696 today. That's 888-665-0696 and manage your diabetes as easy as...
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. It's like a stretch 4.
7:27. Good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on a windy Wednesday. Today, July 1st, happy July 1st, is Blink 182 Day.
Oh, Cappy's band.
I don't know why it's Blink 182 Day, but it is. It's also National Patio Day.
Oh, yeah?
So get those patios ready for 4th of July, Jack.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure if you go to like Home Depot or Lowe's or one of those kind of places, you can get good patio furniture deals.
By the way, Cappy, are you coming back
Or
tomorrow
Costco
for
as
the
well.
company lunch at Lazy Dog?
No.
We're doing a whole company lunch.
I know.
Tommy's hosting.
I know, and I feel terrible about it. I really do.
He's even going to set off.
I responded to maybe.
He's going to set off firecrackers like Cosmo and Boogie Nights.
Oh, my God. Last night, downtown L.A.
For those of you that got that, enjoy.
Thank you. Last night, downtown L.A. after Mexico won.
No, this guy,
The
Sedano.
freaking fireworks last night.
This guy
it
said-
sounded like I was in downtown Tehran.
So,
I'm
yeah.
telling you, it sounded like we were being bombed last night.
So, Sedano,
Sedano rolls his eyes.
the elevator doors open at East Central this morning at like 6:48. I'm looking at my phone.
5:48. Oh,
And
yeah,
6:48. And Cappy goes, "Good morning." I go, "Oh, hey, you're in the elevator. Let's go." And he's like, I said, "Hey, you need anything from Starbucks?" He's like, "No." He's like, "But last night, man, the bombing." I go, "What?"
I didn't know they were fireworks because it just sounded so much bigger than fireworks. And I'm in the East Central on the 9th floor, and I'm like, I kind of think I'm safe up here.
But this is fireworks in Los Angeles are now not like firecrackers. They're just M80s
They're
going
bombs.
off.
No, they're bombs. They are literally Tomahawk missiles is what they are.
It's not funny, man.
No, well, I'm just telling you what they sound like.
7:29, we will get to Rich Paul and back to LeBron in about 5 minutes. But first, you watch the Blue Review each weekday, 6:30 a.m. with Marcus Grant and Gregory Arthur Bergman. By the way, I did afternoons yesterday with Marcus and DeMarco. Marcus is smooth.
Oh, Marcus is good.
Oh, no, he was on with Ireland, or Mason, one of them.
That whole Tom Kaczynski, Ted Kaczynski.
Yeah, but
whatever
Momo
what
came
that
in
was.
for an hour of the show, and Marcus didn't speak. For
Oh, really?
45 Yeah. He just couldn't find his place.
Oh, really?
It was just Momo and Mace going crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, and then Bergie gets on here and does the 3 things thanks to our friends at Blue Eyes Vodka. Bergie, let's do it. The 3 things. Oh, and let me hold up my Dave Roberts new bobblehead, not the one I busted. Dave, my guy Dave, with his 1,000th win, Bergie.
Yeah, 1,000 wins for Dave. You do not deserve that bobblehead
Well, I
in
got
any
it.
sense whatsoever.
He's my guy Dave.
He's never anywhere near your guy. But anyway, so they did win yesterday 9-4, and the Dodgers are now just running away with everything. But we have to start with Dave Roberts. Dave Roberts winning his 1,000th game. And it's kind
Fastest
of
manager in the history of the sport,
he's
right?
the fastest manager in the history of the sport. He has 1,606.
Right.
Yeah.
So he has been everything that you would hope. But at the same time, if you go back to 2024, if they were down 2-1 to the Padres, going back to San Diego, they were going to San Diego, going in a bullpen game.
Yep.
If they would have lost that, and he's admitted this,
He's gone.
He was going to be fired. Instead, he gets through it in a bullpen game, and then since that moment, every single decision that he has made seems like it has been the exact right move. And I'm so proud. I'm so happy the fact that he has 1,000 wins.
Let me just say this about Dave Roberts. What makes me so happy about this is...
By the way, he's the 4th Dodger manager to accomplish that goal.
That's right. But the fastest manager, as we
69th
mentioned...
all time.
Yeah. Fastest guy to ever get to 1,000 wins. Very nice. Here's the thing about Dave. What you just talked about with the Padres and how the Padres seem to have had the Dodgers on the ropes, and ever since then, the Dodgers have gone up and the Padres have gone down. I've always said this. This will always curse the Padres forever. Dave Roberts was in their uniform.
Yeah.
He was on their bench. He was from San Diego. Yes, he played his college baseball at UCLA. And yes, he was known for a steal while wearing a Boston Red Sox uniform. But he was a San Diego guy in a San Diego uniform.
Still has a home there.
Yeah, he lives there.
He lives there.
Yeah.
If you asked him who his crew of friends are,
They're all down there.
It's Trevor Hoffman and it's Mark Loretta and it's all these old
Mark
Padre guys.
Kotsay, who's the manager of the A's.
Yeah, all these old Padre guys. They're all still BFFs. They, meaning the Padres, organizationally, did not think enough of Dave Roberts to so much as just give him an interview to manage the team. And when they let him go, he went to the Dodgers, and he wasn't good enough for the Padres, but boy, he was good enough for the Dodgers. And look, he has gone from a guy who had a nice career as a player and was working his way into managing or at least coaching. And now Dave Roberts is a first ballot Hall of Famer and a Dodger LA legend.
Yeah.
And the Padres wouldn't even so much as in a professional, symbolic way, give him an interview.
Yeah.
Shame on them. Great for Dave Roberts.
Yeah, and let's hear the final strikeout from Wyatt Mills to give him that 1,000 wins.
He struck him out. That's a win for LA. That's 1,000 for Dave Roberts. The fastest manager in modern baseball history to hit 1K. The fourth Dodger manager and the 69th all-time.
Beautiful.
Thank you to
Stephen
Stephen
Nelson.
Nelson. Yep,
Yeah.
Stephen Nelson on Sportsnet LA, and I know
sounded
you.
nice and wide awake on that one.
You did, huh?
He's good. He's maybe not Joe Davis level, but he's
What is wrong with you?
A lot of things.
Why can't you just be nice? Stephen Nelson is good at his job. He's a
didn't say,
nice
all
man.
I said was he sounded good.
No, you said he sounded awake.
Oh, that was nice. It's late at night when he had to do that.
It was actually quite
you
early.
are the worst, man. And God, like you just can't be nice to anybody.
Stephen Nelson's a great guy. He comes on
Unbelievable.
goes on to podcasts. He's come
You know
on
what?
to the
How
Brew
dare
Review.
you? You went on the air yesterday on multiple shows, Bergie, to rip LeBron James for never coming on this station. You got in Mace's face and said, how many times did you talk to him, Mace? And now you're going to compliment another guy?
Well, didn't he go on Mason Ireland a bunch during media days?
Like
Yeah,
3 times.
yeah, media days.
Okay.
But their point is he never called in like Kobe.
Right, but different
And he
era.
only did liners once with me, and then he refused.
Listen, when I was in Miami, LeBron, I think, only came on the actual radio on the phone twice.
But Bergie's point is he didn't care about that.
Hey, how many times did Michael
right, but-
Jordan go on with the Bulls?
Quite a bit, actually.
Actually, come on with me all
He
the
used to
time.
call in from his cell phone. That was,
Right.
that was well known at
I
1000,
also think
yeah.
players generally don't come on the radio very often anymore.
Not
Just
anymore.
saying, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
They
it
go
was
on
more
their
so.
podcasts
It was
instead,
more
you know?
so like after a game.
he would never do the walk-off.
He'd never do the walk off with John Ireland. So what he did on the floor.
AD
but
did
no,
a
this is baseball talk.
AD did a
why,
lot of
why did you
walk-offs,
switch it over to
Because
LeBron?
you
Because he
did.
got attacked. No, because he got attacked.
Because you
by
defended
Sedano.
Stephen Nelson.
What does Stephen Nelson and LeBron James have to do?
Can we get to Robo?
Yeah, can we get
Thank
to
you.
Robo?
I
Yes.
love Stephen Nelson. You shut your pie hole about
He's a
Stephen
great guy.
Nelson.
I mean, he sounded nice, wide, and awake.
Sounded awake
Yeah.
in the early evening.
Justin Robleski yesterday was just absolutely fantastic. So for a guy that started the season in the bullpen and now has been a starter, and he's kind of had his little up and down moments in May, but he is back to being just the great starter that he was early in the season. He's finding his swing and miss stuff. He got 11 strikeouts, a career high yesterday. He's still just using the 2 pitches. He's trying to add in a third, but the fact is that he's coming in and he's just keeping everybody off balance. And the way that him and Dave are kind of figuring out how to pitch, saying, come in as a reliever and just have the mindset as a reliever of come in 1 inning at a time and just get through as much as you can. And he's doing that. He's going over 100 pitches multiple times. I think it's 4 times this season that he's done it. And he is going to be a weapon come the postseason if he continues like this.
So he got to his 10th strikeout last night in the game against the A's. The Athletics, excuse me. And then Colby Thomas from the A's
smacked the home
hit
run.
a massive home run. And you're thinking, okay, well, maybe that's where it's over because the announcers from the A's are like, that's another Colby Jack. That's what they say when he hits home runs. Yeah,
like
crazy.
kind of cute,
Right,
actually.
right.
That's
Very
pretty
like
good,
that.
actually.
Right, not
I
bad.
like that.
And so then I'm like, okay, well, he's got 10 strikeouts. He just gave a home run. It's probably time to get him out of there. Nope, stayed in to get his 11th strikeout. So you talk about like keeping it together.
Yeah.
Great performance last night by Rob Pelinka.
And then Tommy Edman continues to be on fire.
Tommy Edman has been fantastic since he's come back from the IL. And if you remember last
Cappy's
year,
guy.
yeah,
He's my favorite player in baseball.
If you remember last year, he started the season off scorching hot and then got hurt and then had to come back for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Now he started off the season on the IL, and now he's scorching hot to come out. Another 4 hits, a 3-run home run his first of the year. He's just getting, and it's not just singles. He is hitting extra base hits.
He hit a monster home run straight to center field yesterday.
Yep.
And I'll tell you one other thing about Tommy Edman. Again, my favorite player in all of Major League Baseball. He's playing third base last night. I don't know if anybody saw this or not. Bottom of the 2nd inning, a rocket shot is hit down the line. He dives, extends, makes the play, jumps to his feet, and gets the runner out at first base. So, yes, all the offensive statistics are like, wow, he's on fire. But defensively last night, Tommy Edman with one of the most spectacular plays.
So not only can you put him in any spot in the lineup besides the leadoff spot, you can also put him in almost any single position on the field, too. He is a typical Dodger that he just has positionality, and you can put him wherever. He's the exact type of guy you need on this team. And I can't wait for when it gets to the postseason and he's healthy and he's in a spot and comes up in a big spot where, remember, NLCS MVP 2 years ago.
Excellent usage of the word positionality.
Yeah, very nice. And by the way,
three things. Thanks to Blue Ice Vodka. Go ahead, Cappy.
Kyle Tucker, right field, terrible.
Thank you.
Wait. Before, can I do a fourth thing really quick?
That would be a fourth thing. Okay, your fourth thing for you.
Really quickly, please.
No, we can just step aside and just do it after.
I really didn't want to do that.
It's super fast.
But we should go to break early then and just do more.
It's really fast. It's super fast.
I know. I was trying to plan things, but
I got you.
Okay. I just want to play this clip of a fan heard in the background during one of the Dodgers at bats.
Fastballs.
Mexico scored.
Is 2-2. Spikes in the dirt.
Oh my God, it was great.
But you
Mexico gear.
He didn't even acknowledge it, though.
Right, Mexico scores, and this guy's in the front row behind home plate losing his freaking mind.
That's awesome.
And I don't know if I mentioned or not, but Kyle Tucker in right field, terrible.
That's awesome.
Watch the Blue Review tomorrow morning, 6:30 a.m., presented by LAX with Gregory Arthur Bergman.
Cappy, why don't you tell us about your friends at East Central? You didn't work out with Christopher last night.
I got one more thing to read, unfortunately. You got the Blue Review tomorrow morning with Bergie and Marcus Grant. It's free agency week in the NBA, and that means DeAndre Hawkins, Young D, is back with Lakers Talk Daily today. Watch DeAndre break down all the Lakers signings live on YouTube today at 11 a.m. Lakers Talk Daily, where the true ball knowers live. And for those of you that get the bit, DeAndre will have his chainsaw today. His
chainsaw. Yeah.
Okay.
If you heard yesterday's afternoon show, you know what that means.
Why didn't you work out with Chris yesterday?
Yeah, I was on the treadmill doing 3 miles at 10 p.m. last night to work off that pasta. Where were you?
I was in bed, I will admit. I got back after Javier's last night to the East Central.
Comfortable bed.
Very comfy bed.
Yeah.
And I got into bed, and I was just wiped yesterday. So good news for me was I was in the East Central, and I'll tell you right now, I don't want to give out the exact room number, but it's now my favorite room in the East Central. I thought they were celebrating my new deal. I got the suite last night. I was like, ooh, fancy.
They're like, Mr. Kaplan, we know you're here.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. If you have a family and you were traveling and you came to the East Central Hotel, I always talk about the biggest hotel rooms in all of downtown LA so you can get comfy, you can spread out. But they also have some suites in the hotel that are just amazing.
They really are.
One side is like a family room, big TV, bar,
you
refrigerator.
Get 2 hands in those suites, too. 2 hands.
Double hand.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And then the other side is the bedroom, which is even bigger than the normal sized rooms. And the shower was spectacular. So, look, if you have family coming into town, or right now, like downtown LA right now, Figueroa is closed at LA Live for this anime convention or something that's going on. And the East Central is just packed. If you've got people coming into town for conventions or games or shows, or if you live here and you just want to have a weekend in downtown LA, the East Central is the place to be. Don't you think, Chris?
Oh, they got the softest towels, too, in downtown. And the suite has even more towels. I use the middle towel for my privates.
I do know that.
And they're wonderful. Not the towels.
No, the towels are wonderful,
Yeah.
not the privates.
Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah.
The brand new gym, which has all the dumbbells and all the treadmills.
You can even work out late like I did last night.
Late last night. I was impressed. I was in bed. And then there's the Nixo Lounge, whether it's a cocktail at night while you're watching a game or, I don't know, it could be breakfast. Their breakfast is spectacular as well. So you need a hotel for people coming into town, or you just want to celebrate a weekend and not drink and drive and stay downtown, the East Central Hotel is where we stay. It's where you should stay. The East Central, right across from 710.
Yes, indeed. Our downtown LA home away from home. We will hear from Rich Paul on the LeBron Misigash. That's coming up in 2.5 minutes from right now.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. We'd like to thank our founding partner,
LAX, Los Angeles International Airport, where change is in the air. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
This summer's biggest football watch party experience is happening at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. Catch every Mexico and USA match live, surrounded by nonstop game day energy, passionate fans, drink specials, surprise giveaways, grab fire asada tacos, slow braised quesadilla, fresh ceviches, warm churros, and more while you cheer on your team with the entire Mercado. Mercado Gonzalez, your soccer fan paradise this summer. Join us every Mexico and USA match at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa, where every match tastes better.
If you run a small business, you know that opportunities and emergencies don't wait. So don't let big banks hold your business hostage with weeks of endless red tape and paperwork. Turn to Cardiff. Cardiff is America's favorite small business lender with a 5-minute application that won't impact your personal credit. You get approved in minutes and funded the same day for up to $500,000. If you've been operating for at least a year with $20,000 a month in revenue, skip the bank delays. Go to Cardiff/ESPNLA right now to secure your funding. That's Cardiff.co/ESPNLA.
Hi, it's Chris Morales here for LifeSource Water Systems. If you're still drinking and bathing in LA's harsh tap water, it's time to upgrade to a LifeSource whole house water system. LifeSource filters every drop of water in your home so you can drink, bathe, and cook with clean, delicious water. It's the essential home appliance. Right now, during their summer special, LifeSource is paying your sales tax. Bam! That's up to $1,000 off a new system, but only through July 4th. Call their factory today at 1-800-WATER-99 or visit LifeSourceWater.com. LifeSource. Taste and feel the difference. Warranty limitations apply.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They're not just window and door experts. They're experts at taking care of you and your home. At Pella, they find the products that meet your needs and their experts install them. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Discover why Pella is a trusted choice for homeowners everywhere. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. That's Pella.com/Eisen.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. You play for the win, not just on game day, every day. Channel that drive into your money. Robinhood puts you in control, all on one platform. You expect more from yourself. Expect more from your money. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Again, that's Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show, presented by Call Jacob and Jacob Emrani.
The new phone number, 800-345-6789.
My guy, your guy, Cappy's guy, the great Jacob Emrani. 800-345-6789.
With a new phone number, 800-345-6789.
7:44. Good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on a windy Wednesday. It was great to see Jacob and Ronnie yesterday. We embraced twice. He hugged me twice because 2 weeks ago I thought he blew me off, and he told me like, "No, I didn't blow you up. Let me hug you twice."
So it wasn't like a hug on the in and the out. It was a hug twice in the intro.
Back to back.
There you go.
By the way, happy birthday, Missy Elliott. Turns 55 years old.
Cappy's girl.
And we're gonna get to more LeBron and this Rich Paul sound, but it kind of got buried last night in the free agency frenzy that Luke Kennard is also gone.
Yeah, we said that.
Oh, you guys did say that?
Yeah, last second.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I missed it.
Got buried.
What?
You say it got buried.
Well, I felt like it got buried in all the news.
Well, yeah, because it's not really that big of a deal, is it?
Well, when you don't have LeBron, you got to start looking at what's left on the board.
Yeah, well, as George and I are talking about here in the early part of today's show, the Lakers being very quiet makes me think, and maybe I'm giving them too much credit, maybe they'll prove me right, makes me think that they've got a plan that they haven't shared, and that's why you're letting a Luke Kennard go.
It's got to be a trade.
You're letting Marcus Smart go.
Yeah, it's got to be.
You might be letting Rui Hachimura go.
Yeah.
LeBron's not going to be there. This notion of running it back means that you've got Austin Reaves and you've got Luka, and that's their version of running it back because seemingly of the four names that I just mentioned, LeBron, Luka Kennard, Marcus Smart, and Rui Hachimura, of those four guys, if they're not going to be with the Lakers, this will be a completely brand new team and roster next season. And
I love that you're still saying Luka Kennard.
Luka Kennard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
He can't be Luka Kennard anymore, though, because he's not with Luka, right?
Fair point. But it is hard to say Luke Kennard.
It's not that hard.
It's easier to say Luke Kennard.
By the way, Suns making moves. They're like moving like lasagna, right?
Again,
Made some good moves.
I love lasagna. I don't know the song reference, but
Okay.
I'd like to know about
Lil Wayne.
Oh, this is Lil Wayne?
Yeah.
Lil Tanucci.
I have to know this. I have to know
Okay,
that
I'll find out. I'll get it
about
for you. Hang on.
lasagna.
Give me a
Yeah,
sec.
you definitely do.
George, I don't know if I told you this last week, but Lil Wayne and I are now business partners. No
Are we just
reaction.
going to tease the? Are we going to tease the Rich Paul sound
Let's
for like
go.
40 minutes?
Let's play it. You want to set it up?
Yeah, look, there's two pieces of sound. Rich Paul did his podcast with Max, and they talked about the LeBron situation. And let's play the first one, the one about, when LeBron was wavering on coming to the Lakers. Let's just start with that. Let's play them in order here.
I said, well, where are you at in terms of returning right here where we at? And he said, 80%.
So 80%
Fine.
he's going to return to the Lakers when you had this first conversation. How long ago
First
was
conversation. This was weeks ago. I mean, you know.
Oh, really?
So several weeks ago, he's 80% likely to
Yeah,
return.
several weeks ago.
Talk to him.
Yeah. And then as the time went on, he's thought about things more. It kind of went down and down and down.
So
50%,
you're checking
30%.
in. He's like, now I'm down to 60% or whatever it is, returning to the Lakers or whatever that percentage.
Yeah. And once he got to a place to where he said, listen, man, I understand where things are and I get it. I know that's where I could probably make the most money. But, you know, for me, where I'm at today, you know, it's probably not the best thing for me to do. I probably will just go away from that. So I said, are you 100% sure? And he said, yes, I'm 100% sure that that's not a place I would want to return. And I double and triple check, like, you know, are you sure? So on and so forth. And
what
and
changed?
He said, yeah.
It doesn't
He said,
seem like, so if he's 80% likely to, so how does his happiness affect it? He's already aware of all the circumstances.
I don't know, Max. That's a good question. And I didn't, you know, when these type of things take place, I didn't want to dive in it too much.
Don't you love the whole thing? Remember a couple weeks ago, and it wasn't that long ago, we were talking about.
It was a long time ago now.
That we were talking, and Rich had said
June 12th.
He said, well, okay, so that's what, 3 weeks ago?
Right. So he said a couple weeks ago.
Come on.
Couple is a week after that.
These guys have been talking the whole time, and that's okay. I just think
it could not. I don't want to fight over semantics, but he could be right.
Could be.
On June 12th, he may not have talked to him, but he could have talked to him after that.
Never believed it. Doesn't really matter. The bottom line is this. LeBron went from, I'm 80% going to return to the Lakers to, I'm out.
Right.
And what changed?
Okay, I'm glad you said that. So he doesn't feel, according to Rich, which, by the way, is not a surprise because he felt this last summer, that they were not in a position to win a championship. Or at the very least, their thought processes on how to build a championship contender were maybe not aligned.
Yeah, you know why? Because when LeBron thinks about how to win a championship, he thinks about it as it's all about me and around me.
No,
and
stop.
Now, what do you mean stop?
You're such a hater.
No, it's not hating. That's reality.
Okay, why would you say that?
Because in every part of his career, up until Luka showed up in L.A.,
right,
every team has always been about him. Even when he got to Miami, it was Dwayne Wade's team, and that was a championship caliber organization. But when he got there, he became the guy.
Well, he became the guy because Dwayne Wade, but he became the guy on the floor. He was not the guy.
No, but from
in the organization.
But from a basketball perspective.
But that's because Dwayne Wade stepped aside and said to him, I mean, there's a very famous conversation. They went on vacation together to the Bahamas, and he told them, the best way for us to win a championship is you have to be you, and I will change my game.
And therefore, what I'm saying is
and
that
LeBron did that for Luka right out of the gate on the floor.
And so again, every place that he has been,
did he not, or did he
move out of the way for Luka
on the floor? Were they not? Luka was the centerpiece from day one.
I would argue that Luka was the centerpiece from day one in the second season, this past season.
Okay, either way, but he literally the first game told him, we'll play around you.
But all I'm trying to say is this, and it's really not hating. I really think
it
what
does
it is
come across that way with your tone.
Oh, really?
Yes.
My tone sounds like haterish.
Yeah,
is that right? Really?
Like haterade.
I'm drinking it.
Yeah.
Look, all I'm saying is that when if you're LeBron and you've won as much as he has, and you've been as successful as he's been, when you think about how to win a championship, you think about I'm the centerpiece.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
And let's play devil's advocate here.
All right.
Okay. You say it's because it's all about him. I would say of the people who are making personnel decisions and who are on the coaching staff, how many of them have the level of championship experience he has?
I'm going to guess 0. Okay, but so don't you see that's what I'm saying? Is that from LeBron's perspective, when he thinks about winning a championship, he thinks about, first of all, LeBron, I'm the centerpiece of how this happens.
No.
Okay, but then secondly, I need everybody here
but again,
to know what I know.
You can't say that he needs to be the centerpiece when he willingly, gave Luka the reins to the team.
No, but don't you see what listen, but George, That's the point.
Right.
Is that he
now
says,
his input is different.
No, but he says the Lakers, and we don't agree on how to achieve a championship.
Right.
Okay? Because the Lakers, they think Luka is the key to a championship.
Right. And he is.
And LeBron thinks that LeBron is the key to winning a championship.
No. I don't know where you're disconnected here when he has literally handed the team over to him on the floor.
But that's what he doesn't want to do.
What are you talking about?
He doesn't. Look, he became the number 3 guy last year,
No, but
right?
even from day one, okay, look, man, I will tell you this. You have no clue. And by the way, I would say people here have no clue. This could have been so much messier.
Oh, I agree with that.
So much messier.
Agree.
You have no idea how much messier this thing could have been from the beginning. And it was not. He was at every turn. As complimentary of Luka, of making him as comfortable as humanly possible. This was not Kobe Shaq, okay? This was not that by any stretch of the imagination.
No, he behaved in a very professional way.
People here have lived through that. That's acrimony, okay? That is not what this was.
On either side. Just to be clear, on either side. Because here's the thing. Luka has been unbelievably respectful to LeBron.
And vice versa.
Exactly. So everybody behaved like professionals. And that's what they should have done.
Yes.
And look, LeBron is
But the
smart
way
enough.
you're describing it would make it seem like it was way more messy than it actually ended up being.
No, it really wasn't messy. Everybody behaved in a very professional way.
Right.
But in the end, LeBron has his version of how to achieve a championship.
Correct.
And the Lakers have their version of how to achieve a championship.
And we'll see.
And the Lakers may be proven right. They may be proven wrong.
Listen, I am incredibly bullish on Luka Doncic being the centerpiece of a championship team. I've said that now for weeks. I believe that's the case. I am incredibly bullish on the ownership group of this franchise. But two things can be true at once. This particular group of people have to prove, including Doncic, okay, I can be as bullish as I want on them, but they have to prove that they can actually accomplish it in this iteration of what they're trying to build.
And LeBron doesn't think they can.
Correct.
So that's why LeBron is like, hey, look, you guys have your version of how you think you're going to win a championship. I have my version of what I already know has won championships. We're not on the same page anymore.
Correct.
And by the way,
that's fine.
Of course it's fine. But all I'm trying to say to you is this. Everybody has behaved in a very professional manner. Even Luka yesterday put out a post on Instagram where he's hugging LeBron and he's like, thank you for everything. But if I really had to guess what was going on behind the scenes, everybody's behaving too professionally. Everybody's behaving and saying all the right things. That's LeBron, that's Luka, that's the Lakers. Everybody's saying all the right things. But the actions tell me, this is my opinion, Luka, he said the right things, but behind closed doors, I'll bet you what Luka was saying is, hey, guys, look, he's going to be 42 years old. Yes, he's still very productive, but I'm here to tell you that if we're going to get on with it, we got to get rid of him.
You're going to interpret Luka.
I'm Luka. Right. I'm Luka right now.
Yeah.
Hey, Rob, if we're going to get on with this thing, if we're going to build for the future, a 42-year-old LeBron James is not part of our future. So guess what? It's time.
Even though it was reported that Luka was more than happy to have LeBron back.
Correct. Yes, I'm glad you said that. Just let me pause on that. Yes, even though it was reported. Yeah, it was reported. Because whether it's Luka or his agent or his PR team, that's what they're reporting. And that's what the reporters are getting, and that's what they're putting out for public consumption because that's what they want.
Listen, I would say this. You're basically saying Luka's disingenuous in that scenario, and I don't buy that for a second.
That is what I'm saying, and I do believe it.
Yeah, I don't buy that for a second.
Yeah.
He has no reason to be disingenuous there.
Do you really want...
What is the downside to him if what you're saying is true? What is the downside for him saying that?
Why would he... Because... Why go out there and publicly say something like, hey, guess what? I don't really want LeBron on the team.
He doesn't have to publicly say it. It just has to be reported that way.
Well, I don't think anybody wants that sort of negativity connected to him.
Right, but if it's not, is it connected to him if it's through a report necessarily?
But listen, I think everybody's done the right thing.
We've seen this happen a million times now.
I would say this, from a PR perspective, LeBron has done a great job, and Luka's done a great job, and the Lakers have done a great job.
I think Luka is so supremely confident that he thinks he can win with anybody who's a good player.
And maybe he can, maybe he can't. But I would just say this.
And that's why what makes him, partially what makes him great. So that's why I think there's no reason to be disingenuous.
Well, there's a difference between being professional publicly and being what you really are honestly behind the
I don't buy that for a second. Luka is not that I've been around him a lot, but in my time around him, I don't feel like he minces words.
But what's the benefit of going out there and saying, hey, I don't want LeBron on the team anymore?
I mean, he doesn't have to do it directly, is my point.
So all I'm saying is this, that when you hear, and we'll play it coming up, when you hear what Shams Charania reported last night on ESPN.
On SportsCenter, it was great.
And what he reported and the way it comes off from LeBron about wanting to play meaningful basketball, see, now all of a sudden, if I'm Luka, if I'm the Lakers, see, now I'm going to start to get insulted a little bit here.
Okay, well, how about instead of telling us exactly what was on the audio, we tease it and then we can
let's tease it because
we can hear it.
Why don't we play it here and then
why don't we just go to break?
Well, why don't we just play it?
How about we step aside?
Why don't we play it so we can tease people to hold on? Because we got several minutes of stuff to do.
You just got a big sigh, by the way.
I understand, but I kind of know what I'm doing if we just follow.
You don't know.
So let's play it here for a minute to tease it.
Right,
please.
but I don't agree, but go ahead.
Okay.
Play whatever you want.
So I should play it? Yes, that's
yes,
a vote?
please.
Okay.
The bottom line is LeBron James and the Lakers just simply didn't see eye to eye on what it meant to try to compete for a championship, essentially to try to compete at the highest of levels. And so LeBron James makes the decision 6 hours before the start of free agency to let the Lakers know that he is moving on. He's going to be elsewhere. He also wanted the Lakers to move on with their own business, but sources close to LeBron tell me that his priorities are very clear with his next home. He wants to compete for a championship. He wants to play, quote, meaningful basketball. And so wherever that ends up being, clearly it is a divide from where he left it here with the Lakers. Last summer, when LeBron James opted into his $50 million plus contract, I remember his agent, Rich Paul, gave me a statement where they basically challenged the Lakers' desires to win. And so now, a year later, LeBron James is able to go wherever he wants, and it's not going to be financially driven. This is going to be a decision simply based on his happiness, a.k.a. going into the year, feeling good about who you're playing with and your surroundings and trying to compete.
I mean, wow.
All right, we will react in 5 minutes from right now. We approach 8 o'clock at KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station. Let me talk to you about my friends at Providence. So this is 18 months that I have been sober. 18 months of sobriety, and 18 months ago I was fighting for my life with severe heart failure in a Providence hospital. I say this often on the air, that if I wasn't at a Providence hospital, I'd be dead. And that would have been a good thing for some people, like Cappy. But it's a good thing that I'm still here. And Providence reminds you to stay in the game by prioritizing your health. So they saved my life. If you're ever in that situation, they can save your life. But why don't you avoid getting in that situation? Many of the biggest health risks men face, like heart disease, cancer, diabetes, can develop without warning. But with annual checkups, and Lord knows I wasn't good at that, now I'm great at them. Routine screenings and knowing your numbers like blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar, you can take control before problems start. Talk to your doctor about important screenings like prostate and colorectal exams. The age now is 45. You hear a lot of people say, I'll get a colonoscopy in my 50s. No, 45 is the age now, sucker. Stay active with regular exercise. Eat a balanced diet and don't overlook your mental health. Lexapro also saved my life. Prioritizing sleep, managing stress, and staying connected are just as important as physical fitness. Providence brings together the best minds in men's health, keeping you in the game with expert care and compassionate support right here in Southern California. Protect your health and get back to the moments that matter most. Learn more at Providence.org. Providence, caring with compassion in Southern California. We return to the Sedano and Kap Morning Show 4.5 minutes from right now on ESPN LA.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
America is turning 250 years old, so we're celebrating 2 weekends at Morongo. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Drive-in movie night at Oasis Pool. Movies, popcorn, and a lazy river.
Number 2.
Stop by for a free commemorative Independence Day cap. Pick it up at Morongo Rewards, the Fort.
And the number 1 reason.
$250,000 cash giveaway. Earn entries playing your favorite games now. Be here July 3rd to win.
Morongo, good times.
Hyundai gives you America's best warranty on every new vehicle. It includes a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, plus 24/7 roadside assistance. That's peace of mind from Hyundai. And these days, that's priceless.
Right now, for a limited time, lease a Hyundai Elantra for $199 a month or get $2,000 bonus cash.
See your SoCal Hyundai dealer. Hurry, offers end July 6th. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
Welcome to Milagro Tequila, where the sun shines, good times roll, and tequila pours. Take a sip of sunshine this summer with Milagro Tequila, crafted from 100% Blue Weber agave for bright flavor and exceptional smoothness. Shake up fresh margaritas with Milagro Silver. Mix the perfect paloma with Milagro Reposado, or enjoy the rich, smooth taste of Milagro Añejo on the rocks. Find Milagro at your favorite retailer, in-store, and online. Tequila never tasted brighter. Milagro Tequila. Please enjoy responsibly.
Oh.
8:02 in the morning. Tune in Friday at 8 p.m. for Road to the Cup on ESPN LA. Dave Denholm and Mario Ruiz. Hey, it's me, Mario. Bring you previews, analysis, and reaction from soccer's biggest tournament and its biggest matchups. Cheer with the entire Mercado all tournament long. Mercado Gonzalez, where every match tastes better. That's Friday night, 8 p.m. right here on ESPN LA. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show continues in 2 minutes from right now.
Do you read more about your team in the off-season than in the season? Does your game day outfit include a brown bag with eye holes? Then you may be a fan of a BST or bad sports team. Luckily, when you bundle your home and auto insurance with Progressive, you're protected. Because seeing your painted face in the rearview mirror after a loss isn't just depressing. It's distracting. Visit Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Covered subject to policy terms. Not available in all states or situations.
When's the last time payroll was the easy part of your week? With Gusto, it can be. Gusto is the all-in-one platform designed to take the hassle out of managing your team, from payroll and compliance to hiring, onboarding, and more. With Gusto, you can get back 2 full days each month with all the time you've saved. Go to gusto.com today and learn why over 500,000 small businesses choose Gusto. That's GUSTO.com. Gusto.com.
Summer of soccer is here, and there's no better place to watch than Rockin' Brews. Catch every match on massive LED screens with surround sound, drink specials, and game day favorites like our new El Clasico burger. Whether you're backing Team USA or cheering on your home country, grab your crew, raise a glass, and catch every match at Rockin' Brews, serving those who rock. Visit rocketbrews.com for your nearest location.
This is the Angelica's Insurance 8 a.m. hour of the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA.
Good morning, guys. This is Angelica, and this is the 8 a.m. hour of the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA, presented by Angelica's Insurance. Every team needs a strong defense, and we got you covered at Angelica's Insurance. From auto and home to business and life, we have a plan just for you, even DUI and SR22 coverage to get you back on the road fast. Visit us at angelicas-ins.com for a free quote today. And now, the 8 a.m. hour of the Sedano and Kap Morning Show, powered by Angelica's Insurance. And Sedano, please pump the brakes, sucker.
The Angelica's Insurance 8 a.m. hour.
8:05, good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. Yeah. On this day in 1989, the number one hit, Milli Vanilli. Baby, don't forget my number, Jack.
Oh, yeah. You know what else happened today on this day in history? 40 years ago?
I don't know.
The first sports radio station in America went on the air.
Oh, WFAN?
In New York, 40 years ago today. How about that?
Well, I want to play a jingle, but I don't want to get in the way of our tease. So I'll play the jingle later.
Haven't heard this song in a long time.
Probably 2 weeks, the last time we played it.
No, I think it's been like 40 years.
Did they actually sing this one, or?
Well, the other guys sing it. It's like Mason in Ireland. They got background singers that really do the show.
I'll tell you right now, I don't care what Bergie says today. Whatever he says is all good by me, man.
Was
After
he
our
buying
date
dinner?
last night, well, it wasn't just buying the
It was a
dinner.
date, yeah.
It was a total date last
It
night.
was 100% a date.
Yeah. And you know how you know the difference between a date versus just a couple of pals going out for dinner? Is when you share literally
everything.
Yeah, we're just a couple of guys messing around. That's what
We share
Ceviche.
I promise we would react.
We
Please,
will react.
Come on.
Yeah. We will react. Ceviche was amazing. Shout out Javier.
All right, thank you.
So, do you want to play the sound again, the Shams
Yeah,
sound
let's
again?
play it again.
Yeah.
Sure. Go ahead.
The bottom line is LeBron James and the Lakers just simply didn't see eye to eye on what it meant to try to compete for a championship, essentially to try to compete at the highest of levels. And so LeBron James makes the decision 6 hours before the start of free agency to let the Lakers know that he is moving on. He's going to be elsewhere. He also wanted the Lakers to move on with their own business, but sources close to LeBron tell me that his priorities are very clear with his next home. He wants to compete for a championship. He wants to play, quote, meaningful basketball. And so wherever that ends up being, clearly it is a divide from where he left it here with the Lakers. Last summer, when LeBron James opted into his $50 million plus contract, I remember his agent Rich Paul gave me a statement where they basically challenged the Lakers' desires to win. And so now, a year later, LeBron James is able to go wherever he wants, and it's not going to be financially driven. This is going to be a decision simply based on his happiness, a.k.a. going into the year, feeling good about who you're playing with and your surroundings and trying to compete.
What is your what do you take umbrage with there?
I was writing some notes because I really wanted to remember all of this. Compete for a championship.
Mm-hmm.
Were the Lakers competing for a championship this year?
What did you think?
I think they were trying to compete for a championship, but
that's not what you said at the beginning of the season.
No, but hold on. But they're up against better competition. They're up against better rosters.
Right.
They're up against younger players that are more talented.
You had been saying for many years now on this station, and about how LeBron and the Lakers are not in the business of winning championships, that they're in the business of
entertainment.
Yes.
Yes, I agree with that. I still agree with that.
So how is that different than what you
are? You?
I mean, clearly LeBron disagrees with your assertion.
Well,
and you know but also you were kind of saying the same thing.
I'm not opposed to saying that my thought process was championship was not the priority.
Mm-hmm.
Entertainment was the priority.
Okay.
And LeBron, though, and Luka and AR and everybody else, they're the guys that have to go out on the floor and compete and play as hard as they can for a championship. They got to the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
They had an amazing month of March. Their two biggest stars got hurt. And so did any of us really think that they were going to be competitive in terms of a championship caliber run? None of us thought that because when you look at Oklahoma City and you look at San Antonio, we all look at those teams and go, this Laker team cannot overcome.
So then what is the issue with his comments then?
No, that's just part one.
Okay,
here's part two.
Yeah.
Meaningful basketball.
Okay. Meaningful basketball is championship basketball.
Okay, so the Lakers did not play meaningful basketball
By
this
the
year.
way, by their own standard, it's championship basketball.
Okay, so they didn't play meaningful basketball this year, and LeBron is telling everybody one of the reasons...
Second round is not meaningful basketball for LeBron or the Los Angeles Lakers by their standards.
Okay, but the Lakers, as we all know, do not have the roster and do not have the personnel to compete with other squads in the Western Conference that are significantly better.
Currently, yes.
Yes, and by the way, they're going to be better as long... Listen, there's only one Wemby, and Wemby is a difference maker based on his height and his athleticism and the freaky stuff that he does.
I would still make the case that Oklahoma City, if they were healthy, would be champions right now.
Okay, and Oklahoma City also has a roster that is so much younger and deeper and more athletic and bigger and so on and so forth. So LeBron was not playing meaningful basketball, and I love that he said that.
Nor the Lakers.
But the reason I like that he said it is because everybody has said the right things. Everybody has been so respectful and professional to one another, but you're just starting to hear little phrases that Rich Paul is giving to Shams Charania, and Shams will say, well, sources close to LeBron. Great, Rich Paul. Rich Paul tells Shams, and Shams reports meaningful basketball. And that's an insult. That is an insult.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. It is an insult to his former teammate.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. By the standard of the Los Angeles Lakers, Gregory Arthur Bergman, by the standard of the Los Angeles Lakers, is the second round meaningful basketball?
No.
Wait, hold on. Time out. Oh, George Arthur Sedano. Did you not say that this was a very good season for the Lakers?
I'm glad you mentioned that.
Yeah.
You know why?
Tell me.
Because what I would say to you is, while I appreciate their standard, we are in a different era of the NBA. And I've been trying to explain that to people for many years now, that we are in an era where dynasties don't exist, okay? This is not the Magic, Kareem, Worthy Lakers era, or, versus the Celtics. This is not the Shaq and Kobe era. This is a different era of basketball. And we haven't had a repeat champion for 8 years for a reason. So what I would say is having to recalibrate what a level of success is based on circumstances, roster, etc. For this particular Laker team, considering where they started, where they ended, with all the flaws that the team had to begin the season, okay, it was a successful individual season. However, two things can be true. Meaningful basketball is not the second round.
If you think that it's championship or bust,
Not
then,
championship or bust. At the very listen, you're not going to win every time.
No, but if the standard is championship,
the standard is, I would even say at this stage, even in the conference finals, I felt like, all right, you know what? We're in a weird era where there's not a dominant team. The rules are that it's impossible to put together these super teams for the most part, right? So because of that, conference finals appearances, those to me have some value now that maybe they didn't have 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years ago. But at the very least, if you're in the Final Four of the NBA, you're playing meaningful basketball.
I would agree, but I will also just say this. This notion that the Lakers compete for championships and that's their standard, and your point about 8 different teams over the last 8 years and there's no more dynasties, like this whole, it's just a historical phraseology. It's not real, okay?
In what sense?
In this sense, the Lakers know who they are currently. They know who the other teams that they compete against are in the conference and really all around the league.
Right.
They have not had the roster over the last couple of years to truly compete for a championship.
But again, those are two separate things, is what I would say to you.
Well,
you look at the micro, and yes, the micro says they have not been good enough, but their standard is their standard that's been set by history and phraseology, if you want to use that term. And that is the standard that's been set. Now, does that mean that there shouldn't be somewhere meeting in the middle? I mean, that's tough to change a fan base's mindset when they've had so much success and have grown up in with so much success being bestowed upon them based on the way the rules were constituted in a particular sport. The rules have changed dramatically here over the last decade, basically. And because of that, there needs to be a little, modification of what success means. But meaningful basketball is not the second round. Though, to me, those things, I will agree with a Lakers fan who says to me, second round is not meaningful basketball. I would agree with that. I would also say, though, that don't expect to reel off, a three-peat anytime soon, because I don't think any team is doing that.
No, but listen, if you're LeBron.
Even Wemby, by the way.
Yeah, and if you're LeBron and you want to play meaningful basketball and you want to play championship caliber basketball.
The best position for him would be to go to the Eastern Conference.
Okay, but let's just back up just for a second before we talk about what he's going to do.
No, and we could do that later.
His knock on the Lakers is, in my opinion, is the Lakers are not playing meaningful basketball.
So you disagree with that?
I just want to say this. If you want to play meaningful basketball, then one thing you might consider doing is not forcing the organization to take your son in the draft before he's really ready to contribute and help play meaningful basketball.
Well, here's what I would say to you. Giannis Antetokounmpo won a championship with both his brothers who didn't play a lick, on that roster.
But did they have a better roster minus those two guys than the Lakers had last year?
I don't know, honestly.
Okay, so let me go on just to one other thing.
I don't know. I mean, Chris Middleton was a really good wing defender. I would say maybe is what I would say. I don't think it's definitive.
Okay, but let me just give you one other thing that Shams just said on behalf of the reporting that he was given, which is this. LeBron is about his happiness and about who he's playing with. Again, we're not playing meaningful basketball. It's a knock. But you know what? I'm not happy with who I'm playing with. And what's most important to me is my happiness and who I will eventually play with. Don't you see that is a knock on Luka and Austin Reaves?
It's not a knock on Luka and Austin
I'm not
Reaves.
happy playing with those guys.
No. See, it's not a knock on Luka and Austin Reaves. I don't think Luka and Austin Reaves were ever the issue. I think it's the rest of the roster.
Okay, listen, I'll give you that. You ready?
Yeah.
Take Luka and Austin out of the equation.
Right.
I'm not happy playing with these guys. So that's what he's saying now.
LeBron had to drag a bunch of guys who are, I'm going to try to put this as kindly as possible.
Please, be nice.
Okay.
Be nice, Sedano.
A bunch of guys who have seen their best days and some guys who never even had best days, okay? and dragged them to a victory in the first round against a team that was better than them on paper.
On paper, but
Yes.
not in practice.
And I don't think at this stage of his career, he wants to have to do that and drag guys, because what he's saying is, we live in a world in the NBA that is much like any sport now. It is a battle of attrition, okay? I just said the Oklahoma City Thunder, if they were healthy, they're probably they've now probably won 2 titles in a row. That's not life, okay? So the reality was they were not healthy at the right time. So LeBron's looking at it and saying, okay, if those guys aren't healthy again, or God forbid, I'm not healthy, what are we supposed to do? How are we supposed to win? So at this stage, he's thinking about it like, what makes it a little easier for me? And I don't think anyone should have an issue with that. No. And by the way, you have been the one that has been preaching for a year, go, LeBron, because I want this team needs to be rebuilt. So what is your point of contention there?
I have no point of contention. I'm very happy that LeBron is moving on.
Great.
Oh, no, I'm happy about it. Now, look, I will acknowledge that they will not have his production, right? And that will be hard to replace.
Do you think LeBron wanted to play with DeAndre Ayton? Do you think anybody on this team DeAndre Ayton's opting in for $8 million, and that's fine. But I don't think DeAndre Ayton is one of these guys. Like, you have to coddle him so much. Like, that's just one example, though.
It is one example.
You know what I mean? But there's a lot of guys on this roster that are not championship-level players, man.
Is Luka a championship-level player?
I believe so.
Okay, but he hasn't won one yet. But
I believe he's been to a finals, man.
Is Austin Reaves a championship
I
caliber
think
player?
He has a place on a roster on a championship
Is
team.
Marcus Smart a championship player? He's gone.
At this stage, I don't know. Maybe.
Is Rui?
Maybe.
But you're not confident in it.
Not 100%.
Is Luke Kennard?
No, I doubt it.
Is DeAndre Ayton?
No.
Okay, is Jackson Hayes? Okay, right. So I'm giving you names, and every name I'm giving you has gone from yes, maybe, definitely not.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. So, like, where is he wrong is my question.
He's not wrong.
Right.
That he wants to be happy, and he wants to play with guys that all want to win a championship.
He's objecting to the same things that Laker fans have been objecting to, really, for the last several years. And now, because he's saying it, you don't like the messenger, so here we are, and now you're fighting against it.
I don't.
And now you're looking at it as an insult, even though it is literally what you and all the Laker fans have been saying forever.
Well, guess what? You're LeBron James, and you had to carry this team because the guys that were supposed to be carrying this team all got hurt. And
that's unfortunate.
And LeBron, by the way, I'm saying that he's insulting them. LeBron was insulted. And on the flip side, which is this, wait a second, you guys, the Lakers, you got this guy in a trade who's my replacement. He's hurt. By the way, when he showed up, he was fat, he was out of shape, and we had to work him out this past summer, and he got himself into the best shape of his career.
Well, I don't think he said any of that.
No, but
you're saying that.
Correct, I am.
You're putting words in people's mouths.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Yes.
But that's what he was thinking. It's just what he wasn't saying publicly. Nonetheless.
I love how you just want to talk for people.
Listen, Luka got hurt. He wasn't available. Okay. Reaves got hurt. He wasn't available. And the organization looked at LeBron and said, hey, we know we told you to be the number 3 guy, but now we need you to be the number 1 guy. And he did what he could do. And then when it was all said and done, rather than somebody saying to him, hey, LeBron, thanks a lot, man. We really appreciate your effort. And you know what? We want you back. And here's what we're going to do for you. We're going to give you this amount of money. And he was insulted by the Lakers, not showing him the love and respect that he thought he deserved based on the run.
Here's what I would say, okay? Here's what I would say. Are you familiar with when Gwyneth Paltrow divorced the guy from Coldplay? What's his name?
Chris
Martin.
Chris Martin.
Chris Martin. Yeah.
Do you remember what they called it?
I don't.
When they divorced, they didn't call it a divorce.
It was like
a conscious uncoupling.
Oh, an uncoupling.
Yes.
Oh, really? Uncoupling.
This is what's transpired. The Lakers were ready to move on from LeBron. LeBron is ready to move on from the Lakers. They're framing it this way. And it really is the Gwyneth Paltrow, Chris Martin divorce, which they didn't want to call a divorce. It is a conscious uncoupling.
You just said something very, very well. And I don't even know if you realize what you said. Both of them.
Yes.
LeBron.
Yes.
LeBron is ready because LeBron doesn't believe that the Lakers, after all of these years, after giving him everything that they've wanted to give him and everything that he's asked for.
Not true.
Well, you always go back to Kyrie Irving.
Not true. There are multiple things, but go ahead. I know you want to make your point. Go.
They gave him what he wanted for the last 8 years.
It's an easy narrative to spin in your favor, but it's not true.
Until Luka showed up, they'd given him everything he wanted.
Again, an easy narrative to spin in your favor, but completely untrue.
Okay. So now, not only does LeBron say, I'm done with this place. I've given him what I can give him. I want him a championship. They've got their replacement. I'm ready to leave. By the same token, the Lakers are saying the exact same thing.
100%.
The Lakers are like, we love you. We appreciate you. Jeannie will put out a statement. Someday we'll retire your jersey. I don't know why. Someday we'll build a statue.
Well,
I don't know why.
He won them a championship.
Big deal. So what? Are they going to build one for Anthony Davis as well?
Build it. No one's asking. I mean, I think Anthony Davis maybe. I don't know.
Okay. Here's my point. Guess what?
He also, let's not forget.
Yeah.
And I know people get tired of me saying this. He saved them.
Fine. But we're done with them now. And I say that as in the Lakers
Fair.
franchise is saying,
Agreed.
We're done, dude.
Conscious uncoupling. Agreed. But he did save them.
I like the
phrase. And I know they hate that. They hate hearing that. But it is true.
It's not untrue. Okay?
Yeah.
They were bad. He showed up. He got hurt his first year. By the time he got to his second year.
He came to a team that was not ready to win, and they were good that first year until he got hurt.
And by the third year, bubble, COVID, doesn't really matter.
And he got them Anthony Davis because without that, they don't win.
True. And then, of course, we know about Anthony Davis and his injuries and everything else.
That's fine, but that's the risk you take.
But what they did is they turned Anthony Davis, a used car,
into Luka
with 150,000
so
miles
they should be thanking
with no
him.
value.
Right.
And they turned it into Luka.
LeBron got you Luka too.
So good. On the way out the door, you should feel really good about how you've prepared the Lakers going forward.
100%.
But he wants to play meaningful basketball. Let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
If he goes to Golden State, hypothetically.
He's got to go to the Eastern Conference.
I agree. But if he were to go to Golden State, is that meaningful basketball?
Maybe.
But not likely. Come on. All these old guys that can never stay healthy?
Well, maybe. I agree. I don't think it's the place he should go. I think he should go to either Cleveland or Miami.
And if he goes to Cleveland.
I mean, if we're being honest, let's do this on the other side.
All right. You want to step aside?
Let's step aside.
Give me that phrase one more time. It's what?
Conscious uncoupling.
I'm writing that down.
Do you want to go back towards your divorce and call it a conscious uncoupling?
It would make things a lot nicer, I think.
I think your problem was you guys were coupling too much on the. You were bringing in other parties.
Hey, listen, I love you, you love me. Let's just do a conscious uncoupling, and let's actually get along. Instead, divorce intimates hatred.
Yeah,
you know.
But there is hatred now.
Oh, in a big way.
Yeah,
in a huge way.
Yeah.
Conscious uncoupling.
8:25 on a Wednesday.
Whenever I step aside for the final time, it will be a conscious uncoupling.
It is a windy Wednesday. Windy. Brian Windhorst will join us in the 9 o'clock hour.
Oh, yeah,
the digital
windy.
hour.
Dude, 9 o'clock digital. Let's go. You got to pack that digital hour on the app and on YouTube because this may be as big a windy Wednesday as we've ever had.
Yeah, and it's all happening on YouTube.
And there will be no conscious uncoupling with Windy.
Getting deeper into that relationship.
All right, Cappy, let's talk about our friends at the Wellness Company.
I love these guys. I freaking love the Wellness Company, and I love the medical emergency kit. I know that a lot of times people procrastinate. I'm a procrastinator to the point where I didn't even realize I had off next week, and because I didn't realize it, I didn't make any plans, and now rather than take the week off, I'm actually going to come back to work. So don't procrastinate when it comes to the medical emergency kit, and all you have to do to get your medical emergency kit is go to urgentcarekit.com/710, urgentcarekit.com/710. You use the promo code 710, you're saving $45. Now that I've told you how to get it, let me tell you why it's so important. Because you and your family are going to go on a summer vacation, or your kids are going to go off to a camp, or your kids are getting ready to go off to college. When you have all of this medication in your medical emergency kit, not only is it easy to travel with, but moreover, if you get sick, chest cold, ear infection, UTI, whatever the case may be, you've got amoxicillin. You've got a generic Z-Pack. You don't have to call the pharmacist. You don't have to call the doctor. You don't have to pay co-payments. You don't have to spend your time. You take your medication immediately, and you are on the road to recovery. So don't procrastinate, everybody. Go to urgentcarekit.com/710, urgentcarekit.com/710. Use the promo code 710. You're saving $45 on the medical emergency kit. It's a freaking genius idea.
Thank you, Cappy. LeBron is no longer a Laker. It is the biggest Lakers offseason in history. The free agency frenzy keeps rolling. We keep talking about it 3 minutes from right now on ESPN LA.
A chapter closes and a city reacts.
LeBron realizing, hey, I don't have a voice in that organization anymore.
That's right. LeBron James is gone. Now, the questions begin.
Does LeBron feel wanted by the Lakers? I don't think he felt wanted by the Lakers.
The next era starts now.
I think it really just comes down to what Luka wants. Luka seems like he's wanting guys from other teams to come and build a team around him.
Breaking it down all day on the home of the Lakers, 710 ESPN.
This summer's biggest football watch party experience is happening at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. Catch every Mexico and USA match live, surrounded by non-stop game day energy, passionate fans, drink specials, surprise giveaways, grab fire asada tacos, slow braised quesadilla, fresh ceviches, warm churros, and more while you cheer on your team with the entire Mercado. Mercado Gonzalez, your soccer fan paradise this summer. Join us every Mexico and USA match at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa, where every match tastes better.
Hey, it's Mason. The next best thing to being at the 2026 FIFA World Cup is watching it at Cosm. Experience every match inside the massive 87-foot LED dome in shared reality. You will feel like you're right there on the pitch with the world's biggest stars. Plus, catch all the action in the Cosm Hall with great food and drinks. FIFA World Cup tickets will not last, so book right now at cosm.com/FIFA. I will see all you guys for the World Cup at Cosm.
8:28 in the morning this week. DeMarco and Travis are giving you the chance to win a pair of tickets to Pechanga Resort Casino's second annual Whiskey and Wings Festival. Wait to hear the DeMarco Whiskey and Wings Pechanga sounder. When you hear it this afternoon, be caller number 7 at 877-710-ESPN and answer a question about something that happened earlier in the show. Get it right and you'll win. Visit Pechanga.com for tickets to Whiskey and Wings. Cheers, Jack. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on a windy Wednesday. We're back in 90 seconds.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. If you're ready to upgrade your driving experience, you gotta go and check out what's happening at Cadillac and their incredible new lineup of state-of-the-art EVs, sedans, and SUVs. And hey, look, there's no better place to experience the luxury of Cadillac than at Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Check out Cadillac of Beverly Hills and their beautiful showroom at 8767 Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills. And check them out on the web at CadillacBeverlyHills.com.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
In my world, you're always sorting through information, trying to find what matters most fast. Well, if you're hiring, you can now review all these resumes and applications faster thanks to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter has a new feature that instantly shows you the most interested, qualified candidates first. ZipRecruiter's matching technology finds qualified candidates quickly. And with ZipRecruiter's new feature, qualified candidates show up at the top of your list. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/sports. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show, weekdays at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
Introducing ourselves, I'm Hans. I'm Franz, and we want to pump you up.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show, weekdays at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
8:31, good morning. It is a windy Wednesday. Brian Windhorst will be here in the 9 o'clock digital hour. On this day in 1972, Michael Jackson appeared solo, not with the Jackson 5, but himself on American Bandstand to mime his hits Ben and Rockin' Robin. Of course, this song, Rockin' Robin, part of the Stranger Things Season 5. So you see kids now singing Rockin' Robin because of Stranger Things, Jack.
Yeah. By the way, people are asking me about these Hans and Franz rejoins.
Yeah.
I'm going to just say this.
From Saturday Night Live.
Yeah. When the summer of Schwanz ensues.
Listen, we just don't want people thinking that we're Aqua Velvas, you know?
That's it. So Chris and I have a plan.
Even though we have a lot of Aqua Velva behaviors.
Right. We are the new Aqua Velvas. And I have compared the Aqua Velvas to Hans and Franz, right? You're going to see me and Chris, and we're here too, and then we're going to like smack each other in the face with Aqua Velva,
Can we still buy some Aqua Velva?
I'm going to go look for it today.
I'm going to slap you with some Aqua Velva.
I'll bet you they got it in Walmart.
Can you imagine if you accidentally put the Aqua Velva on the schmons?
Oh, wow, that'll burn. That'll burn.
So which one's Dana Carvey? Which one's Kevin Nealon?
Oh, good question. Good question.
Well, you're going to have to listen to the Summer of Schmons.
Right.
It starts on July 9th to find out.
How long are you actually gone for, by the way? The Summer of Schmons, how long do I have? So I can do my hijinks and not have to.
So Summer League starts July 9th.
Mm-hmm.
I don't actually have an actual schedule yet. I know I'm working July 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th for sure. I don't know about the 14th yet.
And then
I'll be done.
Your vacation officially starts the 17th.
17th.
Yeah.
Right.
So the
See
Summer
how
of
we
Schmons.
have an organized Sedano plan?
Mm-hmm.
All right, before we get back to free agency Lakers, let me tell you this. The 8 a.m. hour is sponsored by Fix My DUI. Life can change in a moment. Even good people make mistakes. Did you know that what you do in the first 10 days after a DUI can impact your driving privileges for the future? That's why it's important to act now. Angelica and the team at Fix My DUI are here to answer any questions about your DUI, DMV hearing, driver's license, or SR22 insurance requirements. Call today for a free consultation at 800-607-7077. Write that down, 888-607-7077, or visit fixmydui.org.
Breaking news.
Yeah.
You want to read it, George, or you want me to read it?
No, you read it.
Give it some space. Now go ahead.
All right. According to Shams Charania of ESPN, the Los Angeles Lakers are acquiring Walker Kessler
There you go.
from the Utah Jazz
Wow.
for an unprotected first-round pick in 2031
Trade.
and 2033, and first-round swaps in 2028 and 2030. Sources tell ESPN Kessler will sign a massive 4-year, $130 million deal with the Lakers.
Can you text Sham, see if he can come on just to give us any details he has on it?
And by the way, Wendy will be in at 9 o'clock. This is huge news, obviously.
Thank God.
Yeah, yesterday it was LeBron is out. I mentioned to you guys earlier today that I saw a TMZ video where Kessler is walking through the airport, and I said to George, is he here for meetings with the Lakers? And now we're getting this breaking news. The Lakers are going to get a big man, which, by the way, none of us thought would happen because of this Danny Ainge situation.
Well,
we were wrong.
But yes and no. I said the only way they're going to do it is via trade.
Mm-hmm. But I didn't even think Danny Ainge was willing to do that with the Lakers.
I mean,
So you want a little bit more?
Breaking news on ESPN LA, presented by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for locations and details.
Kessler's $130 million deal includes a player option in the 4th season, plus a full trade kicker. Sources tell ESPN. The Lakers land their signature center for star guards Luka Doncic and Austin Reaves by moving 2 firsts and 2 swaps.
So
this is amazing. This is amazing.
This is exactly what they need.
Right.
Okay. They needed a player like him. They gave up the assets that they had remaining.
Hey, they held on to them for as much as people complained over the last couple of years. Make a move, trade them. Who cares about those picks? They waited, they held them, and now with LeBron out and Luka and Austin Reaves in, now you go get your big man that can stand toe-to-toe with Wemby at 7'2", 250.
Defensively.
Right. And now, because you don't need the offense necessarily.
Right.
You got all these offensive players. You need defensive help. They go out, and as I said to you guys earlier, we're waiting for them to make a bold move. Kessler didn't seem likely. Duren didn't seem likely. And guess what? They shocked the world, and they go out and they get Kessler. And I'm glad he brought his golf clubs, because as he walked through LAX yesterday, now he and Austin Reaves can go out and play a relieved round of golf because they both know what's going on.
I think Austin's still in Arkansas, but
he get back here.
Yeah. But they did pay a price. 2031 and 2033 are their 2 available picks, 2 of the 3 available picks that they had to give up, and swaps in 28 and 30. Okay? So the only way you were going to get Danny Ainge to let him go, and we talked about this morning, right? Walker Kessler made the most sense because they have a glutton of big men. They just signed Nurkic. They have Markkanen. They have Jaren Jackson Jr. They've got guys there that they don't necessarily need Walker Kessler. Walker Kessler was a luxury in that scenario. However, despite that, the only way to pry him away was to give up 2 first-round picks and 2 pick swaps.
I have
so
no issue with that.
not a small price to pay. But if you're the Lakers, you promised your star player in Luka Doncic that you were going to get him an A-list center and you got him an A-list center, a guy who, when healthy, is as good a defensive center as there is in the sport. Offensively, he's not, super versatile, but he does the things that Luka likes. He spaces the floor vertically. He sets good screens. He frees guys up on the offensive end because of his ability to screen. So he does those things well and gives Luka an outlet to go on the lob.
Starting with this, I could care less about these future first-round draft choices into the 2030s. Who the hell knows what's going to be going on in the world in the 2030s? Who cares?
We're going to step aside again?
We'll step aside for about 70 seconds. Let's talk about our friends at Cardiff, then we'll get right back to the conversation.
Okay, I'll make this really brief, everybody. Look, you're a small business operator out there. You need cash. You need capital. You need money to grow. And so if that's what you need, and you probably do, Cardiff is going to get it for you.
So you're thinking this right now. You're listening to Cappy. You're reacting on Lakers news, and you go, you know what, sucker? I could use more cash. What's the next thing they do, Cappy?
The next thing to do is this. I'm going to make this brief. You go to Cardiff, C-A-R-D-I-F-F, cardiff.co/ESPNLA. The application process will take you less than 5 minutes. It has no impact on your personal credit. You could have $500,000 in your business bank account today.
Now, here's the thing. We know they've been around doing this. This ain't some, flop shop on stealing your money or some kind of Ponzi scheme. They're going to take care of you, Cappy. But here's the thing. If you are hearing this and you go, hey, I could use more cash. Hey, I want to call Cardiff. Hey, I want to go to cardiff.co/ESPNLA. Here's the question. How do you qualify?
Well, first I'll say this. No flop house of any kind. Been in business for 20 years, have lent over $12 billion. So here's what you do. You go to cardiff.co/ESPNLA. You fill out that application. And if you've been in business for a year, and if you have more than $20,000 in monthly revenue, you could be eligible for a business loan of up to $500,000, and that money could be in your bank account today. How easy would you sleep if you knew you had $500,000 in your business bank account today?
You'd be able to enjoy extra hot dogs for the 4th of July. So if you need cash to grow and don't have time to waste, you need to go to Cardiff, Cappy.
Cardiff.co/ESPNLA. Cardiff is the solution. Cardiff. Borrow better. Cardiff.co/ESPNLA.
8:39, we get back to the conversation. Sedano.
Quack, quack.
Let me ask you this question. I want to ask everybody this question. Yesterday, when LeBron leaves, forget about whether or not you were tired of LeBron and the drama and all, and you were ready for LeBron to go. As a basketball fan, you were smart enough to know that's a lot to have to replace, okay, in terms of production and points and whatever else. 24 hours later, in fact, 23 hours and 20 minutes later, let me ask everybody, now that this announcement is coming out that the Lakers got their man, they got Luka what he wanted, an A-list center. They have increased and improved their defense dramatically in one move. How much better do you feel about the possibility of the Lakers this season right now than you did 23 hours and 20 minutes ago? And by the way, the roster's not even complete, but they got rid of LeBron to do what I've been saying for the last 2 years, start to build towards the future. Don't you feel better about the Lakers right now getting their man, Walker Kessler?
I still believe I need to see the rest of the roster.
I'll grant
to
you
make
that.
a complete assessment of what they are.
So if they bring in a guy like Quentin Grimes,
Grimes is a nice role player. Sure.
But these are they're all going to be role players.
I would rather Quentin Grimes than Marcus Smart.
Right. So now you're bringing in guys that are going to be role players no matter what, because you
don't have enough money to do the rest of it.
Right. After this, you probably have like $20-25 million after everything. But so if it's just Mamu, it's Quentin Grimes, it's Walker Kessler, and then you kind of just have what you have. And whether they bring in a guy like Tobias Harris as just a low level veteran minimum kind of guy, is that enough for you? Is that something that?
Oh, I don't think Tobias Harris is getting a veteran minimum.
Or we don't have money otherwise. I don't think you have.
I think he's getting more money than that.
Then he's not going to come here, most likely.
Yeah.
So, but is Mamu and Grimes enough to take you see if that's your roster now?
So let's take me through the starting roster and the rotation. So it's Doncic, Reaves, Kessler. Who's that?
Need two more white guys, by the way.
Well,
I'll say it.
Are you saying they're committing to a bit?
I mean, I should honestly wait until the contract's actually signed before I say these things, but come on.
Exciting whites. Wow.
That's the bit.
Who else? Who is going to be your power forward and your small forward?
I'm assuming it's got to be
Grimes is not a small forward.
Could they still keep Rui in this situation? Mathematically?
Yeah, mathematically they could.
Yeah.
Well, you can sign your own guys.
Yeah, so I mean,
maybe
maybe now, whether you get Kessler, maybe now you say, no, we're not going to let Rui walk out.
Okay, so let's just say for argument's sake it's Hachimura. Who's starting at the 3?
Yeah, come on, Greg.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Do Thiero. No.
Bronny.
Right. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I mean, could you start? Mamu's a big, so he has to be playing the 4.
Yeah, Mamu.
He's gonna get $10 to $12 million. So you'd think that maybe he starts at the 4, and then Rui in this situation starts at the 3. You start in your big.
By the way, I want them to get Mamu Kelishvili, so that John and Michael have to say that name over and over and over again during a game.
If Michael can't say Antetokounmpo,
he'll just say Sandro. He's never going to say Mamu Kelishvili.
Or Mamu. Yeah.
Or Mamu. Yeah.
I'm not trying to say that last name.
Yeah.
Could let me ask you guys this. Could Walker Kessler, because he's a true center, could a guy like Jackson Hayes be on the floor at the same time and be a better contributor than...
Are you crazy?
I'm just asking.
Stop. Let's not even address that. That's silly.
Okay, how about this?
No.
Could DeAndre Ayton be on the floor at the same time as Walker Kessler?
No.
And now all of a sudden you've got a real big lineup at times.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I mean, maybe Ayton, but not Jackson. Jackson's too limited offensively.
All I'm trying to
because
get at
Walker
is,
Kessler's also limited offensively. You can't have two guys that are limited offensively on the floor together.
I'm just trying to say to you that
maybe Ayton.
By the way, you got two guys on the floor at all times that are limited defensively. So just to balance that
things out.
Yeah.
I mean, I you could twist my arm that maybe Ayton could be on the floor with him.
All I'm saying is that now you have the possibility of more size on the floor at the same time.
Maybe.
That's all I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, maybe. Look, their center room is now improved. There's no question. No question.
Is he really an A-list center, though, George?
I think in today's NBA, he's probably in that category.
Does anyone have any concern about the fact that he didn't play at all last year?
He's so young that I'm not really worried about it. Like, if he were, like, an older guy, then sure. But at that age, I'm not really worried about him not bouncing back.
He'll turn 25 in July.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
By the way, I know it's the summer of Schwans, but also what's going to be interesting this fall is the fall of Lindsay baseball. You know why?
Tell me.
This is Lindsay's first basketball season
without
at this
LeBron.
Radio station without LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
And if I remember correctly, Lindsay, and maybe I'm wrong, when you were at ESPN Cleveland, LeBron was on the Cavs. So this is your first time at a sports radio station. I know you've been at other media companies without LeBron involved with the city and the station.
I don't think that's the case, but we'll say, yeah, for the bit, yes, that's the case.
This fall, the fall of Lindsay baseball. Can't wait.
Like I'm going to fall?
No, that's why it's a double entendre.
Oh, okay. I got you.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It's fall season, but also it could be a fall because you won't have LeBron to talk about. And you're going to rip the Lakers. Every time they lose, Lindsay's going to come in here and go, told ya.
Well, I mean, you have to admit that LeBron's going to be playing with quite the chip on his shoulder. And I feel like, he's going to have it out for the Lakers.
He's going to have a lot of icy hot on his body, too. 8:45, good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show will continue. Don't forget, Windy, Brian Woodhorse will be with us in the 9 o'clock hour, the digital hour. But right now, 4th of July is coming up. And you know how to light up your 4th of July. Do it with big savings at George Chevrolet. The great John Good there. Kevin Rivas, they got you covered in the city of Bellflower. John Good is Bellflower's party pal. And he'll take care of you. 91 Freeway, Lakewood exit, the city of Bellflower. Right now, get 0% APR financing for 60 months on select new 2026 Chevrolet Trax, Equinox, and Silverado models. Cappy, you going to get that Equinox for your daughter? Do it this 4th of July. That's right, low monthly payments and no interest financing on 3 of Chevy's most popular models. Don't miss the 4th of July sales event going on now at George Chevrolet. Visit them in Bellflower or online at georgechevy.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive. As I like to remind you, the 7-time Chevy Dealer of the Year. Bam, 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 bam. I'm going to go George Chevrolet this weekend and have a hot dog and get a new Chevrolet. Why not? You should do the same, too. 8:46, we return in 2.5 minutes from right now on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
DraftKings is live in all 50 states. That means us, California. Win or go home. That's it. That's the World Cup knockout round. And DraftKings has you covered for every single match. The DraftKings app is now live in California, so whether you're catching the early kickoff, before work, the late match at the bar, you're in on every single minute, every match, every moment, all in one app. Right here in California, the world's biggest stage is in the palm of your hand. And new DraftKings customers, sign up with code LA710, spend $5 to get $200 in total rewards over 21 days. That's code LA710 in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click-to-claim issued in non-withdrawable prediction dollars that expire in 1 year. Ends July 19th. Terms, dkng.co/predictions promo.
Hey, it's John Ireland here for Life Source Water Systems. If you're still drinking and bathing in LA's harsh tap water, it's time to upgrade to a Life Source whole house water system. Life Source filters every drop of water into your home. During their summer special, Life Source is paying your sales tax. That's up to $1,000 off a new system, but only through July 4th. Call their factory today at 800-WATER-99 or visit lifesourcewater.com. Life Source. Taste and feel the difference. Warranty limitations apply.
I'm David Ortiz. When I lost my mom, she was only 46, and I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea just got harder with Twisted Tea Extreme. The hard iced tea taste you know and love, but with an 8% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Extreme is made with real brewed tea, goes down smooth, and brings your daytime drinking to the next level. Just look for the bright yellow cans in the cooler and get ready to dial up the fun. Big flavor, extreme kick. Twisted Tea Extreme. Keep it twisted!
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
It's time for the Wild Fork Foods Yacht Rock Song of the Morning.
It's time for the Wild Fork Foods Yacht Rock Song of the Morning on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Wild Fork, your neighborhood meat and seafood market.
Now, he's put on his captain's hat.
I am the captain. This is the captain's table. The captain sits at the captain's table.
Captain Condiment has the Yacht Rock all queued up.
Now. 8:49. Good morning.
What a song.
I can't wait to be cranking the Yacht Rock over 4th of July weekend, and this comes on. And the whole place smells like hot dogs and sunblock.
What else?
Dirty schwans.
I'm thinking there's going to be some weed in the ear.
Not for me.
Oh.
I mean, 4th of July used to be a big cigar weekend for me, but now I'll just smile and drink my 0.0 Peronis and Heinekens.
Yeah,
and that's okay, baby, because I'm alive.
Right.
Listen to Thunder Island by Jay Ferguson. And popping fireworks.
A lot of fireworks in downtown L.A. last night after Mexico winning the World Cup.
Also this weekend, let's get right into it because I have my pizza hat on, Pizza Hut hat on. This weekend, if you don't feel like barbecuing or you want to take a break from the barbecue, go check out our friends at Pizza Hut. Play Kap versus the app, right, Cappy?
That's exactly right. Hey, by the way, tonight, or this evening really, with the soccer game on tonight, the U.S., hey, soccer fans, I mean, can you think of a better combination of the world's biggest tournament and Pizza Hut? So here goes. Here's two deals that are amazing deals for you. One, the one-topping carry-out, $9.99. So think about that. You're getting a large Pizza Hut pie with one topping on it for just $9.99. And if you had to only have one topping, what would you have, George? What's your one go-to topping?
Ooh, this is good.
One go-to.
Really crispy pepperoni.
Okay, I'll go with that.
I'm going mushrooms.
See, I'm more of a meet the bowl, you know? But
I had a pizza yesterday at some other establishment that had a meatball, a pepperoni, and a little prosciutto.
Oh, prosciutto.
Oh, the
nice.
crispy prosciutto, right?
Nice,
Oh,
nice.
that's nice.
Now, if you didn't want to have just the one-topping pie for $9.99, that's carry-out, and you want a little bit more, then you can go with the large three-topping for $12.99, and that's available for carry-out or delivery.
Yeah.
So now you're talking pepperoni, meet the ball, and a little sausage.
Oh, sausage.
So whether you're hosting friends for a watch party for tonight's game, or you're just hungry and you just want to order a Pizza Hut pie, come on, let's do it. Go to the Pizza Hut app. If I can do that, you can do that. Or pizzahut.com. 2 incredible deals. One is for carryout, one is for either carryout or for delivery. Really inexpensive, $9.99 or $12.99. $12.99 is for the 3-topping. 2 great deals, 1 great place for pizza. That, everybody, is Pizza Hut.
Thank you, Cappy. 8:52 in the morning. Coming up the 9 o'clock hour, the digital hour. Brian Windhorst from ESPN will join us. The Rich Eisen Show begins terrestrially on 7:10 a.m. You can find both of us on the app. By the way, this is the Morning Wood. Thanks to Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Summer's here. Before your next barbecue, family gathering, upgrade those old floors with Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Visit HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net or the showroom next to the Commerce Casino. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. No games, no gimmicks. No sale beats wholesale. Cappy and I were driving in yesterday together, and right there on the 5 freeway next to Commerce Casino in Hernandez, guess what they're building, George? An In-N-Out and a Chick-fil-A.
Oh, wow.
So now you can go Hernandez Wholesale Flooring and say, hey, Steven Hernandez, I'm going to go get a triple, and then I'm going to come back and you're going to give me the hardwood. How about that? 56:50 is our out time, so we got a few minutes here to keep diving in.
One note, the Lakers, because of a sign-and trade for Walker Kessler, which clearly was the only way this was going to work. Because, again, we've talked about this risk of just offering him an offer sheet and Danny Ainge stalling for 7 days. The Lakers are now hard-capped at the first apron. It cannot go over, not by a penny.
Because the penalty for that would be?
That's a sign. Well, I mean, I don't know what the penalty is, but they cannot. They will not. The penalty is whatever transaction puts them over, they cannot do. That is the penalty.
I guess my question is the second apron, what's the...
The first apron is at $209 million approximately.
Okay.
$209 million, $150,000.
You got to give it up to the Lakers, though, for this reason. You ready? We're nearly 24 hours from when yesterday's announcement happened that LeBron will continue to play, but not for the Lakers. That was almost 24 hours ago. 24 hours later, rather than the whole world talking about what the Lakers are going to do or how they're going to make up the scoring or what LeBron is saying or how everybody's feeling, 24 hours later, the Lakers give you a massive piece of news. They wanted an A-list center. Did they get an A-list center? I'm not sure because I haven't done a ton of scouting on Walker Kessler. What I can tell you is he's 7'2", he's 250, he'll be 25 years old. He was a first-round draft choice. This dude has the body, I think you'll agree, for the Lakers to go play San Antonio or Oklahoma City and go, well, they're not outsized and they're not out-muscled and they're not out-defended because now you have a 7'2", 250 guy. And you haven't had one of these guys on your roster. So for me, the Lakers have made a massive splash into free agency with this transaction today.
Right. But I would say this. It still comes with a level of risk, like any transaction. I think it was uber important for them to, A, get size, to your point, for the reasons you've already outlined.
Check.
B, get size because Luka wanted size.
Check.
And C, I think it was also important for Rob Pelinka's vision. He had a vision with LeBron, Ramona reported this, and a vision without LeBron. And that he is able to execute that vision. Now, that is the first domino to fall. The way he fills out the rest of the roster is also going to be incredibly important to his future in the current role that he's in as well.
Tell you what, if you would have said to me yesterday, 24 hours ago, who would you rather have on your roster, LeBron James or Walker Kessler? I'll take Kessler for this reason. You have size and you have youth and you have future. So with LeBron, you have size, you do not have youth, and you do not have future. Walker Kessler is a massive, massive move for Rob Pelinka and the Lakers.
But it's come at a steep price. I think it will work out, but it has to work, is what I'm telling you.
Cappy, we got to get Walker Kessler matching jerseys.
Oh, no doubt about it. Although
we're going to be 2 Aqua Velvas walking around with Hans and Franz with our Walker Kessler jerseys.
I think maybe we should get a Luka and AR set of jerseys.
That too.
That's the Aqua Velva team right there.
We approach 9 o'clock. The digital hour on YouTube and on the app. The Rich Eisen Show begins terrestrially. It is a windy Wednesday.
Brian Windhorst is next door on TV. He's going to walk over and press the flesh with us and give us all his insight, as only Windy can do. That's up next.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
America's turning 250 years old, so we're celebrating 2 weekends at Morongo. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Dive-in movie night at Oasis Pool. Movies, popcorn, and a lazy river.
Number 2.
Stop by for a free commemorative Independence Day cap. Pick it up at Morongo Rewards, the Fort.
And the number 1 reason.
$250,000 cash giveaway. Earn entries playing your favorite games now. Be here July 3rd to win.
Morongo, good times.
Time to bench those other hiring sites and let ZipRecruiter help you build a winning team. With ZipRecruiter, when you need the hire, you get the right fit for any role fast. That's because ZipRecruiter's smart matching technology starts showing your job to qualified candidates immediately. You can also apply filters and add screening questions to your job post to help you save time in scouting first-rate talent. With ZipRecruiter's advanced resume database, you can instantly unlock contact info from a roster of top candidates. That's why over 4.8 million businesses have trusted ZipRecruiter to hire, and check this out. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. No wonder ZipRecruiter is the #1 rated hiring site in the game based on G2. So, if you need to score the best, go with ZipRecruiter. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
This is a special notice to U.S. taxpayers owing $10,000 or more to the IRS. Tax Relief Advocates is urgently notifying taxpayers that tax relief initiatives are now available that may significantly reduce or eliminate what you owe. If you're afraid of an IRS lien, levy, or wage garnishment, don't lose hope. You can now take advantage of these current relief programs to end all collections, reduce the amount you owe, and resolve your tax problem. Even if you have years of unfiled tax returns or are already in a payment plan, you may still qualify for significant relief. Struggling taxpayers can now get relief they need during these hard economic times. A hotline has been established by Tax Relief Advocates for you to call and see what you qualify for. They are A+ rated with the BBB and have over 1,000 5-star reviews. Don't wait. Call 800-575-9087. 800-575-9087. That's 800-575-9087, or simply visit TRA.com.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a good karma brands radio station. It's Windy Wednesdays on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
And now, let's go to our free agency breaking news desk. And one, producer Lindsay Baseball. Linz?
Thanks, Christopher. According to ESPN's Shams Charania, LeBron James has informed the Los Angeles Lakers that he will play the 2026-27 season, but has informed the Lakers that the team can move on without him because he will play elsewhere.
Wow! It is a final!
Oh, man, he's going to the Warriors.
It's Windy Wednesdays.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show is on the air.
Wait a minute.
He will play elsewhere. Wow.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Whoa.
The biggest show in ESPN LA history.
People in LA are cheering or are pissed off.
Well, how do you feel, Berg? You're a Lakers fan.
I was ready to move on.
As was I.
A little sabor?
Yeah, I don't think people like being called hacks.
You're the widow on the radio.
Giant Mexican, horn section.
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
Give me a freaking break.
I'm reacting to Art Bell.
Yeah?
Oh, okay. Amazing.
Do you want to do the Love Boat, or do you want me to do the Love Boat?
The Art? I don't even want to talk.
No, here it is. Ready? Watch this. Watch this.
It's Windy Wednesdays.
Midnight in the desert. I'm Art Bell.
Scott Kaplan, eat a fat one, bro.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Wow, that's crazy.
Well, you want to
Bit boy.
Monstrous.
Beto, I don't want to eat that.
We did it, Dad. We did it.
You were riding high on the stinger last time.
Oh, big time. Right, that's right. Of course we were.
It's Windy Wednesdays on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Oh, just one more thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Look at what Google did today. Little USA.
USA. 4th of July is in the air. Good morning. 9:02 on a windy Wednesday on this July 1st, Wednesday. Go ahead, Cappy.
Here we go. It's Windy Wednesday.
Windy is walking over from the TV building. He'll be here in a few moments as we continue to break down the Lakers' breaking news this morning.
Mitchell Robinson, by the way, to the Celtics.
And Mitchell Robinson to the Celtics. Free agency frenzy is here, but first...
Still trying to trade Jalen Brown. Go ahead.
We have got... Hold on one second. We have got a Rocky IV update. And the Rocky IV update... Now, if you know this show, you know George Sedano and I believe Rocky IV is the best Rocky. But get this, Sedano. This is direct from our great MC, Mark Cates. Dolph Lundgren has a new vodka.
Oh.
Called Hard Cut Vodka.
Really?
Okay.
And this is an opportunity for you and I to press the flesh in studio soon with Dolph Lundgren of Rocky IV fame.
If he dies, he dies.
And special shout out to P1 listener, Chewy Duren. Chewy is making this all possible. He's repping Hard Cut Vodka. And can you imagine Sedano and I going, hey, Dolph, how was Rocky IV? When this song played, did you get as excited as we did? Let's do it together.
Awesome fighter, strong desire.
Got more breaking news.
He was also in Creed.
Oh, yeah.
He's also, by the way, I saw a TV commercial with Dolph Lundgren last night. I thought, wow, I haven't seen him in years. He's got a show, I think, on History Channel called Machines or something like that.
And one last thing before we get to the breaking news.
Give me another breaking news sounder. Go ahead, Lindsay.
Just in from Sham Sharania of ESPN, free agent /center Sandro Mamu, we'll just call him Mamu.
Mamu Kelashvili.
Has agreed to a
Alex is the easiest way to pronounce it. Mamu Kelashvili.
Mamu Kelashvili. Mamu Kelashvili.
Shvili.
Boom. Got it.
Yeah.
Mamu Kelashvili
Yeah.
has agreed to sign a 4-year, $52 million deal with the Lakers with a player option for the 4th season.
Oh, baby.
All these player options, man.
Hey, you got to give it up again. You got to give it up to these guys. They lost LeBron yesterday. LeBron said they don't play meaningful basketball. We have a different philosophy on how to build championship teams. And now they're adding a lot of size because, again, Kessler's 7'2", 250.
By the way, can stand by?
Yeah.
Because I want that for a promo, but I don't want it with the Russian national anthem in there, so I had to restart.
So here, I'll finish my sentence.
That's your fault.
That is my fault. I didn't realize it was in that one audition mix.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Oh, no. That part we're fine.
Oh, okay.
But no, we might as well. Let's go. Hit the thing again. We now go to our breaking news. Let's go to our Valvoline Instant Oil Change breaking news desk during this free agency frenzy. And producer Lindsay Baseball. Go ahead, Wins.
According to ESPN's Sham Sharania, free agent Sandro Mamukelashvili.
No. Mamu Kelashvili.
That was close.
You need the Shvili.
I'm a leaving.
Sandro Mamukelashvili.
Boom.
Close enough.
Has agreed to a 4-year, $52 million deal to sign with the Lakers with a player option for the 4th season.
And now what the Lakers have done, Walker Kessler, 7'2", 250. And now Sandro, I'm just going to call him that, 6'9".
Come on, say it.
Just say Mamu.
Just say his name.
Sandro Mamu
First of all, you got the
Kelashvili.
first name wrong.
The first name's wrong now.
Oh.
Sandro
Yeah.
Mamu
Kelashvili.
Kelashvili.
Right. What did I say?
I don't know what you said.
Sandro?
But
Ryan Windhorst is walking in right now. You think he can say it?
Oh, yeah, he said it. Like, he's like very well
say it
versed
with
on
me.
Kelashvili, right?
Sandro Mamu Kelashvili.
Yeah, I got
Yes.
it. It's
It
easier.
happened while you were
easier
walking
than-
over, Wendy.
It's easier
Breaking
than
news.
Tua, you know?
Tua Tagovailoa?
Right. It's also easier than
it's spelled
Hi, Wendy.
phonetically. Mamukelashvili.
Here,
All right, hold
Cappy,
on.
this is what Rob Pelinka did.
Real G's moving silence like lasagna.
There you go. Real G's move in silence like lasagna. Windhorse used that phrase one time on television, I believe.
In honor of Wendy being here right now, and he missed the Love Boat, but I didn't do Love Boat today. I did Wendy Wednesday.
Yeah.
I'll just say this.
And now the great,
it is cold.
the
Hence why I
great
have a
Brian
jacket on.
Windhorse now in studio. It's been a while
too.
since Windy. We've seen you in the flesh.
I've been at the playoffs.
I know.
What's up, good looking?
Yeah.
And the
Nice
draft.
to see
How are
you.
you?
How you doing?
Any Lakers stuff happening?
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nothing at all.
Okay, so let's start with the recent stuff and work backwards. Not Mamukelashvili. We'll start with Walker Kessler. Your thoughts on the deal that they made and how they went about it?
Okay, let's break it into two. First off, let's talk about the salary, because one of the things that is important for me when you sign a big contract, look, when you sign a superstar to a big contract, it's not a thing. But when you sign a role player, and he's a high-level role player, he's a very important role player, very, very important. When you sign a sub-superstar, a sub-star to a contract, the first thing I ask myself is, can you trade it? Because the last thing you want to do is get into a contract you can't trade. I think they did a pretty good job on this number. If you'd have told me they got Walker Kessler for $32 million a year on average, I would have said, good work, because I thought to pull him out of Utah, you might have to approach the $40 million number, $37 to $40 million. So I think they did a good job on the number. The first year number is probably going to be about $30 million, which is going to leave the Lakers $22-ish million to spend, plus their $9 million. They can still add 2 or 3 players off of this. I like the number.
Real quick.
Yeah.
They've just signed Colin Sexton as well.
This is unbelievable. What's
2 years, $19 million.
Okay, I like it. That's probably the room exception.
Yeah.
Former Cavalier.
Yeah. Former Jazz. Yeah.
Breaking news on ESPN LA, real quick, Wendy. Brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Over the 15-minute drive-through oil change, visit SoCalOilChange.com for locations in Dido.
Finish your thoughts on Walker Kessler.
Yeah, so they obviously had these deals lined up, and they were trying to see whether they could get Walker done.
Yeah.
Or Duren. I'm sure Duren was on their list,
Right.
too. So I like the deal, and now we're seeing the other signings that they can have to fill in around it. I think he's an excellent fit. Exactly what you needed. Rim rolling, big guy, 7'2", huge wingspan, will defend the front of the rim. Nickname is the Sheriff because he's polices the paint and all these things. Really good fit with Luka, like all that. The draft pick comp is big.
Yeah,
big.
it's a lot to give up.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, can I just say one thing? And I don't want this to come off wrong. I think the Lakers were in a very, very desperate situation, and here's what I mean. A, we all could see that they need a legitimate frontline center. That's number one. Number two, when I say desperation, they were getting – LeBron was leaving. They weren't taking LeBron back. You always say actions over words. They weren't even talking to LeBron. They didn't want him back.
That's right.
So they're moving out LeBron because when I say they're desperate to make sure that Luka believes that from an organizational standpoint, they are in pursuit of a championship. So while they may not have gotten the best center in basketball, and they may have given up a lot of draft capital, they were in a desperate situation on the floor and in the locker room to make Luka believe they're really in it to win it.
Do you know who 100% agrees with you? The Utah Jazz, because they negotiated with this knowing the Lakers were desperate to get this done. So but I will just say that, let me just say 2 things about this. I'm not super stressed about this draft capital. I'm not like falling over. But number one, the Lakers don't use their first round picks well. I mean, let's just be honest. They haven't for years. Maybe someday with this new management that they will, but they don't use them very well. So I'm not too stressed about them giving up. But where it does hurt you is opportunity cost. If you trade if you trade 2031 and 2033 for Walker Kessler, that's 2 picks you can't trade for somebody else later on.
Correct.
The second thing is that in this era right now where we're not sure about, and I mean, this is low level. I'm just going to mention this and move on. We don't need to discuss this. But because of the flattened lottery odds, people are worried about giving away draft picks because it's no longer predictable whether to be a high pick or not. Like you may say to yourself, well, the Lakers are never going to be that bad. They're going to have Luka.
Right.
So people were not crazy about giving pick swaps and stuff in years when you don't know about how the lottery odds are going to be.
All right. Now, Sandro Mamukelashvili.
Mamu. I just call him Mamu.
Easier, thank you.
I know George is a professional. He's going to interview him and all these things. It's fine. You can call him Mamu. He. By the way, very articulate guy, very media savvy.
Yeah.
You call him Mamu to his face, Cappy, he won't be offended. It's totally fine.
Did
Well,
you
he
know
can call
this?
me Cappy to my face. I won't be offended.
Sure.
Wendy, did you know he's part of the Soviet national team?
I did not.
I don't believe the Soviet national team exists anymore.
No, I know. Beto had that joke in that
Yeah.
text.
No, I know.
No, I know.
Yeah.
We like the Russian national anthem around here. And I wanted to put a smile on Wendy's face.
Well,
Look at that
especially now
beautiful
that
smile.
Dolph Lundgren is going to be a partner here at the
Oh,
station.
this is going to be amazing. I got to get a Gorbachev hat.
You need one of those fake tattoos for your forehead.
Hey, can I make a really quick, funny NBA free agency joke?
Yeah.
Depends.
The Clippers got Dick.
Grady Dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job, Lindsay.
Way to go, Linz.
Yes.
And picks.
Way to go,
Well, it's
Lindsay.
funnier if you just say, like,
thought it was good.
You know, they got Dick.
That's an accurate statement.
Wait till that hits the YouTube stream in
Oh,
about
yeah.
45 more seconds.
They also
So-
got picks.
So, Wendy, so they get Kessler, and that is a big deal because they needed to get a big man. They needed to satisfy Luka. We all understand that, okay? Now they go out and they get Mamu, who I will be honest with you, I don't know a whole lot about his career. And for people like me out there who don't, would you just give us your analysis on what they're getting with this guy? 6'9", 240 pounds, so they get more height, they get more weight, they get a power forward. Tell us, those of us who don't know, what is the scouting report on Mamu?
He is a stretch four-man. He can play a little bit. He's comparable to Maxi Kleba. He's better.
In his
He's
prime.
Yeah,
In his
he's
prime.
better than Maxi Kleba
Yes.
now. Basically, what I think they're doing here is they're swapping out Hachimura for a player who's going to be cheaper. Hachimura was going to probably cost at least $15 million a year. He probably wants more. He was making $17 last year, and so you get a guy who does some of the stuff that Hachimura does. You know, can rebound a little bit, has good size, and can shoot the three-pointer. He had a really good year last year for Toronto. Mamu had come off a really good year.
Yep.
Who's a little bit cheaper. I think that's basically what you're looking for is Hachimura production, 40% three-point shooter who can take 5 or 6 threes a game, hopefully hit 2 or 3, who's a little bit cheaper.
What is he defensively?
Not superior.
No.
No. But not a whole. But not
Okay.
a whole. No.
Because obviously we know that they needed more size, but we also know that they need more defense.
This is, if you went in between Maxi Kleba and Rui Hachimura, that's what you have here. You know, and remember, Kleber cost $11 million last year,
Mhm.
even though he did play that much. So this is a replacement of Maxi and Rui in one package. You're going to get the same number of minutes basically per night at a number that is respectable. And I'm sure that the Lakers have upgraded their analytics department. He is an analytics darling. Like, for example, they were tied to Robert Williams a little bit ago. You know, he is analytically. They probably ran the analytical. I don't know this for sure, just to be clear, but my guess is they ran the analytical numbers and ran this salary and his analytical numbers, and it came out ahead of Hachimura, and that's why they went this direction.
Okay, interesting. Now this third guy that's being announced
Colin
here,
Sexton. So he's more of a kind of a scorer off the bench. That's kind of been his role. The Cavs drafted him in the lottery a number of years ago.
Yeah, he's a combo guard. The reason, first off, the price is pretty good, $9 million. And this is, I mean, I don't know for sure. I'm hearing this in real time, but my guess is this is what they call the room exception, which is you spend all your salary cap money and then you have this extra mechanism called the room exception. It's $9 million. There's a bunch of guys signing out there today for the room exception. He is a good third guard. He can. The reason you're going to like him is that he can play on the ball or off. So you can play him with Austin, now have issues. Play him with Luka, have no issues. Play on the ball or off. Doesn't have to have the ball. Would like to have a better shooter in that spot, but a scoring mentality. There will be nights this year where the Lakers win a game because Colin Sexton puts up 27. There will also be nights where he'll be left open and he'll go 1 of 7 from 3, and you'll be like, ooh. But you're getting a $9 million player, not a $40 million player.
So do you like thus far what has happened in the last 24 hours and 14 minutes, which is LeBron announces he's playing, but not for the Lakers. Half of Laker Nation is like, good riddance, and half of Laker Nation is, now we're screwed. And here we are 24 hours later, and they've added a big-time center. Maybe he's not Wemby, but he's got the size that the Lakers need. You've added another piece that you just described in Mamu, and now you've got another bench player. I mean, you're filling out a roster.
Yeah,
What?
one more.
Quentin Grimes?
Yep.
Wow.
I like him. I actually like him more than Sexton.
Yeah.
4-year, $60 million deal.
Okay, so this is the mid-level style deal here. The Lakers still should have a little bit of... Now, this might almost do it. So Quentin Grimes, a wing player. This is your replacement for Marcus Smart. Not as good defensively as Marcus, to be clear, but way more higher upside offense. This is a guy who's had 40-point games.
Yeah.
Had played with Luka in Dallas. So let's go piece by piece. You're going from DeAndre Ayton to Walker Kessler. Let's forget about the cost for right now.
Huge
DeAndre
upgrade.
Ayton to Walker Kessler.
A plus.
Yeah, huge upgrade.
Maybe not A plus, but A. Good job.
They should just trade DeAndre Ayton for whatever they can get at this point.
Yeah. Okay. That's number one. Number two, Marcus Smart to Quentin Grimes. You know,
I think that's an upgrade.
I agree. And
No question.
Grimes had a really good year last year, and you're taking advantage. Really, the Phillies should have paid him, George.
Agreed.
But Phillies heavily invested in other guys, and they just don't want to go too far into the tax, and so they're taking advantage of it here.
He's younger, more versatile, and more well-rounded offensive player than
all
Marcus Smart. And a good defender.
All I've been asking for is make this team younger, because when I look at San Antonio and Oklahoma City, I see all these young guys. They have now made this team significantly younger with the removal of LeBron and Marcus Smart for these young guys.
Yes, and definitely. So I'm gonna be neutral. I don't know what you're gonna get out of Carr, the rookie. I don't know if you can play him right away. In theory, he could fill in some minutes there. I'm not sure. I'm gonna leave that on the side. George, I'm gonna say B-ish. B, my grade for Grimes. I think it's good. I think it's good. Rui Hachimura to Mamu. I'm going to go C there, not because I don't like the signing, but Mamu isn't as good of a player as Rui.
Agreed.
You're taking a step down. The production might end up being neutral. That's a step down. So I'm going to say C there, because you're also sort of playing Kleba.
But I do like your thought on the analytics that if you combine all of his numbers and his salary and you do the same for Rui, it may be a slight downgrade.
Well, I'm just saying, between Kleba and Rui last year, you spent $28 million. You're probably going to get similar production. Maybe not quite the same, but you're going to get similar production, and you're paying him 12.
Right. Pretty good.
Okay, so I'm going to say C, but he's not as good of a, you're not going to, the upside isn't there.
Yeah.
So we're doing good so far, right? We're going to ignore the draft pick stuff. We're going to ignore that. We're doing good so far. Uh-oh. We've just gotten to LeBron. Who's your replacement for LeBron? So the answer is you don't have one. So what you're expecting is Luka is going to thrive and Austin is going to thrive. But we have to acknowledge that they're taking away a player who played 60 games, averaged 21 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, and was there when Austin and Luka got hurt, was there to carry them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the difficulty that you're in. And probably there could be more moves or whatever to come, but probably what you're looking at is the overall is maybe potentially going to take a little bit of a step back. But if you get the right formula with Luka in the big, your win total may still be the same, but you're not replacing LeBron's production. You're losing a pretty big element there.
However, what you are doing is you are moving out the greatest player of the generation at 41 going on 42, who's not part of your future. And what you are doing is you're getting to a younger team that's perhaps a bit more athletic, can be together for a few years, and can build towards a championship. I don't think thus far today I'm celebrating like the Lakers are going to go win a title. But what I am going to celebrate is they're on the road towards building a championship team. And in my opinion, as long as LeBron at this age was on this team, they were not doing that.
Okay, I agree with that. Do you think the Lakers and their fans accept, quote, on the road toward?
I think George and I were having this conversation earlier that last season, some people would look at last season and go, pretty successful. On the other hand, if you think it's championship and that's what you expect because that's what the Lakers have been, then last year wasn't really such a success.
It's not a failure, Eric.
So I see this. I see the Laker fans as understanding the modern NBA and looking at the Knicks and saying, It took them years to build to a championship. They built a roster, they played together, they found the right coach, formula, and then they won a championship. That's what the Lakers look to be doing.
It would be better radio if I squared off with you and disagree with any of that, but I don't. In a perfect world, LeBron is going to sign somewhere for either $15 million, $6 million, or $4 million. One of those. My God, if it's $4 million. But I'm not. We'll see how it goes. I'm not sure what it's going to be. It would have been amazing if LeBron was willing to play on this Laker team with this group of players for $15 million or $6 million.
Agreed.
But I don't see the realistic pathway where that was going to happen. Because really, I felt last summer when the Lakers extended Luka and then did nothing for LeBron, that lit the fuse. I guess there was some pathway this season could have worked. But as soon as they said, LeBron, we're not giving you your no trade, we're not giving you the money, I don't think there was anything that could have happened that would have saved it. But it would have been amazing because some team is going to get that LeBron production for crazy value. And it would have been ideal if the Lakers could have gotten this sort of younger, bigger team and also kept LeBron. That's when you would have had something you could have said, well, maybe that can challenge something. But I don't think that's in the real world.
Well, and we discussed this yesterday and today, to Brian's point about last offseason. When Rich Paul put out that statement, that was really kind of the beginning, the first lob into this is probably going to be over here with those two.
Let me ask you guys this question. If LeBron today is waking up and he's seeing all of this news, is LeBron thinking, well, man, if I would have stuck around or
no.
Okay.
No.
He's ready to move on.
Yes.
But aren't the Lakers also ready to move
I've
on?
I've described it as a conscious uncoupling.
I said the same thing.
Oh my God. Wait a second. A what?
Yeah. Well, we're from the same generation.
Wait a second.
Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris Morton.
That's right.
Must be a ball knower phrase,
I didn't know anything about today. Conscious uncoupling.
You didn't know that's what they called it?
Or lasagna. I mean, I know about the meal, okay, but I didn't know about the song. So I didn't know that.
Yeah. Let's see how things play out over the course of interviews and podcasts and documentaries in the future.
Yeah.
Jeannie said nice things about LeBron yesterday. LeBron said, by the way, in the grand scheme of LeBron departures of letters from owners, pretty good, right, George?
Oh my God.
It ranks pretty. People are ranking the LeBron eras today. That's what I'm doing. I'm like, hey, good job on the owner sign off note. Good job.
I would say this, right, because between Dan Gilbert and Pat Riley, well, Pat Riley's not the owner per se, but nonetheless, right, those things went up in flames. And by the way, I would say LeBron has at times made things a little messier than he did. I feel like this was as clean a break, Brian, as he's had with any organization.
Yes, I do think that there is some scar tissue and there's a little bit of an edge there, but everybody played nice.
I tried to say this earlier. I'm like, listen, LeBron.
Well, you also claimed that Luka was being disingenuous earlier.
Here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying. LeBron, very professionally, hey, thank you so much, Lakers. I hope I made some people proud along the way. LeBron, very professional. He never went out and said, I don't like this team. I don't want to be with these guys. He did the right thing. Luka, hey, LeBron, thank you. It was great to play with you. But really, I'll go back to what you always tell us. The actions speak louder than the words.
Yeah.
The Lakers did not want LeBron back. And by the way,
conscious uncoupling.
By the way, if Luka wanted LeBron, they would have LeBron. But Luka did not want LeBron. But he's not saying that because why say it?
How do you get a player to stay? Just on the most basic level. Most basic level, how do you get a player to stay?
You pay him.
You make an offer.
Right.
They didn't make an offer.
Right.
Now, Rich is giving them the out because he's like, oh, they didn't have to. It was up to us. It was not up to them.
Right, that's just the framing of the story.
If you wanted him to stay, you would have come on the first day. I love this Ramona story so much. Ramona does such amazing detail reporting. I think in the top 10 of her details about the pillows, okay?
The Austin pillows.
Somebody in the Lakers front office, somebody was given the job of make this a beautiful room for Austin, and somebody went and got pillows that put AR. They did the stitching and AR on them. They didn't even, they're doing pillow details. They didn't make LeBron an offer. Okay, there's somebody looked at the room and said moved things around and ordered things in advance. There was lots of effort put in to what was in that room. They didn't make LeBron an offer.
Yeah. And I'm with you when you said in years into the future, when a documentary is made about this moment
I
in
hope
time.
it's years. I hope it's not a few months
Yeah.
where somebody says something on the, LeBron's on Mind the Game, and then he gets a little loose with some wine.
Yeah.
I hope that doesn't happen because I don't need it in my life.
They did say that he had a film crew with him at Firestone over the weekend.
I see somebody reporting today, LeBron's going to have next year filmed by a documentary. Guys, he's had his life
been
filmed
this for years.
decades.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
By the way, Andy Thompson, Michael's brother, has been on the case with him for several years recently.
Yes. And let me just say that chip shot that he made a few weeks ago where he chipped over the bunker and chipped it in, which, by the way, was a great shot.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that it just so happened that somebody was recording a chip shot?
Yeah, right. Hey, get this shot for me. I'm about to take this shot.
All
Record
of
it.
his shots.
Yeah. By the way, we have now details of how the Lakers deals were structured. Obviously, sign and trade for Kessler, which hard caps them at the first apron.
Yes.
Mamu Kelashvili, cap space. Grimes, cap space. Reaves, obviously, bird rights. Sexton was the room mid-level.
So I think they're pretty much out of room right now. They're pretty much probably down to minimum contracts. Just based on my in the real-time math.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say they had to break up with LeBron. It had to happen at some point. It happened in a way that for now, everybody seems to be on the okay page. They got a center. They kept Austin Reaves. They probably paid more than they really needed to for Austin, but they kept him. The Lakers can probably say that they had a good offseason, but I don't think that they're closer to beating
OKC or San Antonio.
I
Here's
think
what the Lakers have left, Brian, real quick. Draft assets. They only have a 2032 swap, 1 second rounder that's tradable. And to your point, what they have available to add to the team is just veteran minimums.
Yeah. I mean, they have a couple of guys on their roster they could trade, but they pretty much did all their business this morning.
I think JJ Redick is feeling about all this right now. I mean, think about how he got this job and his connection to LeBron. And now JJ will be here and will coach Luka and AR and Kessler and LeBron is now on to the rest of what's left of his career.
It had to happen. Like I said, I wish for the sake of the Lakers ceiling, if LeBron would have taken the money that Grimes took, and maybe they get Grimes on, whatever, they rearrange it. Maybe they get Mamu on the $9 million and they get Grimes. Like if LeBron was willing to fit in, and you add him to this team and he plays his last year here, because I think if all things are equal, he'd want to be here.
Mm-hmm.
I think you'd be like, wow, like this team might, if it all comes together, like might show some teeth. I'm not looking at this team going, like, I don't think wherever Victor is in the world right now, he's like, oh man, I don't think it met that standard.
So in the 23 minutes you've been here, we've spent talking about the Lakers and we've kind of sprinkled in LeBron. I know you have to run here very soon. So we were talking about the LeBron options. We never actually got into it because the Walker Kessler stuff broke when we were going to get into it. I think LeBron should go to the Eastern Conference. I think that is to me, I've said this for years. I don't know why more guys don't go to the Eastern Conference. I think that Giannis had the right idea of wanting to.
That's what Kawhi did.
Right. And it's what Giannis did. He
can't wait to watch him not play.
Was not going. He was not going to go to the West.
Yeah.
I think LeBron should go to the East. What do you make of the possibilities that are out there for LeBron?
So here's the thing. He can take as much time as he wants because he's not holding the league up and his money is going to be his money. And I expect him to take his time. I really wish he wouldn't. I wish he'd do it right now.
Yeah.
So he's got the opportunity. I think the table is set for him to go to Golden State. Draymond does not opt out of his contract unless having a good idea. LeBron's seriously considering it. I think there is a window for Cleveland to do something. Cleveland has trade assets, and they could say, LeBron, watch this, and they could make a big move. I think Cleveland is compelling, but I look at that Cavs team and I add him. I'm not like, oh my God. But like what I floated yesterday is, what if they were willing to trade Evan Mobley for Jalen Brown? Now that unequivocally they get smaller, and you have to be big to win in the NBA. But if you trade Evan Mobley for Jalen Brown and LeBron, because that's what that trade would essentially be, that has my attention. And you'd have a team with Donovan and Harden and LeBron and Jalen Brown and Jarrett Allen. That is a powerhouse starting five. Powerhouse. Can all those guys get along?
Yeah, disaster.
Can they all share the ball?
It's a disaster as far as I'm concerned.
I don't know about a disaster, but even if it's not Jalen Brown, even if they do something else, I think the Cavs have a window to do something to sweeten the pot. I would rank right now the Warriors by a nose over Cleveland and Miami in the game with, I expect, a surprise team. Is the surprise team Denver? Because I think LeBron and Jokic would be jaw-dropping.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if they're beating Oklahoma City and San Antonio, but I would love to watch it. But I would really love to watch LeBron and Steph. But I got to tell you, we had Shumpert in studio yesterday, and this is all kind of developing. Shumpert's face screwed all up when he thought about LeBron going to the Warriors. He did not like that because this is a team that he devoted himself, threw his whole self into for years. And I think Cavs fans feel the same. Not that what Cavs fans feel matters.
Yes, it does.
There's a little bit of a sting. And Shump was my read on that. Shump's mouth got closed and he, this body language, he didn't like it. So I don't know. We'll see.
Wendy, I know you have to run. You've got a meeting.
I do.
Can I grab you at 10 o'clock to record some liners? Because this might be the last time we see you in studio until next basketball season, right?
They just sent the second text.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
Right.
He'll be
Second
here.
text.
I just wanted to be like, hey,
he'll be here for a while.
It's windy. It's a windy Wednesday on the Summer of Schwans on the Sedano and Kap morning
There
show.
you
Hold
go.
on. Wendy's getting up. I got to give him a hug.
Yeah.
Because, this may be it.
Brian, I'll see you somewhere. I'm
Well,
sure.
you're going to see him at Summer League.
Oh,
Summer League. That's right.
Were you going to be
I'll
in
see him at
Vegas or
Summer
no?
League.
You're not going, Cappy.
Will you be in
Sorry.
Vegas?
Cappy,
I'll
you're
see
not
No,
going
I'm going to Summer
Cappy,
League.
you're not going to Summer
I am
League.
going to Summer League. And George told me I could stay in his room.
Nah. All right,
I
let's
gotta
take a timeout. I want to hear Mario's latest Summer of Soccer update. Thanks about
Do I got time to go to the restroom?
Yeah, you'll have time. And then we'll do a Lindsay segment because we didn't get to do that yesterday.
Yeah.
We'll do a Lindsay segment. We'll get back to this. We'll do Sedano's favorite, the calendar, and we'll do a Seller's Advantage real deal. People asking.
And there's more Lakers news, actually,
and we're
because
gonna get
Bobby
into more.
Marks has updated kind of where the Lakers stand. He
So we're gonna
actually
do
just
all
said
that.
all that. Yeah.
We're going to do all that in the next 27 minutes of the show. We're not going past 10 a.m. today. I got
Not
a
going to
meeting.
noon today?
Yeah, I got meetings.
No, I got
meetings?
stuff to do, too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Me too.
Not you.
Yeah, I do.
All right. We're back in like 90 seconds.
It's time for your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer update. Here's Mario Ruiz.
History continues to be made at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Host nation Mexico has won a World Cup match for the first time since 1986, defeating Ecuador last night to reach the round of 16. Canada's making history too, advancing to the round of 16 for the first time ever after an unforgettable run through the tournament. Now it's up to the United States. The U.S. men's national team faces Bosnia and Herzegovina tonight at 5 p.m. in Santa Clara, with a place in the round of 16 on the line. This will be the first ever meeting between the United States and Bosnia and Herzegovina at a World Cup, making tonight a brand new chapter for both nations on football's biggest stage.
And that's your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer update. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. From kickoff to the final whistle, performance matters. Keep your vehicle running strong. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a special offer and locations near you.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive.
I have a question.
Yeah, sure.
Why are you sweating so much?
No, this guy's been sweating all day.
Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
It was like that.
So he was in my,
no
he
one
was in
needed
my
to
studio.
know that, Laura.
He was in my studio
Why does she
recording.
always do that? She always outs me. No one needed to know
He
that.
sweat's pouring off.
Now
him.
you got him started.
No.
See, look, you've been doing this to your whole family your whole life, huh? You're the fire starter.
I'm not, actually.
We sitting here chilling, having a great convo. You got to tell the world I'm sweating.
Okay, you do know
I'm
you're
over
on
here stuck.
YouTube and people can see you sweating.
How many times are you going to have to change
I
your
just
drawers
realized-
today?
Once. Damn it, when I get home.
Like people are asking, why is the mark? People are watching YouTube,
Yeah,
and if you haven't,
you're like
go-
Tiger Woods when he's sweating
Well,
at dinner.
it ain't because Michael
Book of
Irvin
sugar.
stuff. No, I
Okay.
told
Book of
you.
sugar.
Same thing. Every Tuesday, I do that leg workout, and it takes me like forever to cool down.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and live on YouTube. Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Kap.
I think we're going to have the big voice guy cut real promos. I just got to phonetically spell out Schwans for him. The Summer of Schwan.
Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
Can you get on the phone with him and like actually say the words?
Just say it to him, yeah.
Yeah, I'll record it.
I think just for the fun of it, though, if you just send it to him, SCHVANZ, just to see what he comes up with on his own.
And then we'll have
See if he goes Schwans.
And then the female voice, Dawn, that's his wife, will go,
Yeah.
Schwans.
It's the Summer of Schwans.
Can you get all three? Like, get the two Cutlers and get Mario.
Hey, it's me, Mario.
Yeah.
It's the Summer of Schwanz.
You thought it
And
was about the
LAFC
World
is
Cup.
back on July 17th.
It's all about the Schwanz. It's Schwanz night at LAFC. Get your commemorative Schwanz bobblehead.
I don't think anybody wants a Schwanz bobblehead.
Do you want a black and gold?
Yeah, I don't think that's what they want.
The Morning Show with Sedano and Kap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles.
I kind of feel bad Sedano missed the promo there for the Summer of Schwanz. I think we got to play that promo again so that Sedano could hear his magic work. 9:36 on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. There you go. It's time for the Lindsay segment. We like to play a TV theme. Kap, this is the original theme song to Saturday Night Live. This is the original one. We've a lot of times played the newer one because today is the 74th birthday of Dan Aykroyd, one of the original cast members of Saturday Night Live.
74, huh?
Yeah.
You know my favorite Dan Aykroyd, like, post-SNL movie?
Right.
Like, people had, like, the Blues Brothers, Coneheads thing. Dragnet.
Sedano's behind me yelling at Bergman while we're trying to do the thing. He's yelling at him.
He's yelling at him?
Yeah, he's
Is
saying,
he
like,
barking
listen,
at him?
you only exist out here because of me.
Really?
Because of me. All right, we're going to cut the mic, so let's hear what Sedano's saying.
Turn on Bergie's mic.
Yeah, we should turn on Bergie's mic. Turn on Bergie's mic.
Mm-hmm.
No? Well, we're in the middle of the show, man.
He's explaining something to him. he
You
said.
missed the Schwanz
We're having
promo.
a conversation about how this works.
Well,
What
we're trying
works?
to do radio here,
About
man.
what? About how what works? Just the facts, ma'am.
Real G's moving silence like lasagna.
Time. Oh, listen to him go, man.
And is
He
that a
tearing
little Tanucci song? by
He
the
is
way?
tearing
It
Bergie
is.
apart. He's saying, Bergie, how
Little
dare
Tanucci.
you? How dare you buy Cappy dinner and not me?
Boy, it's getting heated back there, too.
This is not a Cap Morning Show. Always been possible by Jacob and Ronnie. If you're injured in an accident, call Jacob 800-345-6789. That's 800-345-6789 or call jacob.com. Man, he tore him apart.
What is? I'm wondering.
I think
what
that was a
Sedano
very
is laying
calm,
down.
nice
He looks like he's
conversation
laying
where
it
we
down.
have a different.
What he's explaining to
They
him?
were arguing about how you pronounce Mamu's name.
Right.
It's not worth talking about. He says.
Keshkavili.
He was explaining the pronunciation of Kashvavili? Really?
Mamu Kelashvili.
Yeah,
His
Mamu
mom did
Kelashvili.
play for the Soviet Union.
Oh,
yes.
really?
Well, he was on the Georgia national team. Not like Atlanta, Georgia.
No. His mom played for the Soviet team.
Oh, that's what Beto meant.
Yes.
Yes, he did say
Not
Mamu's
him.
mama.
What are you going to do? Meanwhile, we'll back to the old Saturday Night Live theme song. Dan Aykroyd, happy birthday. The Lindsay segment, thanks to Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Summer's here. Before your next barbecue or family gathering, upgrade those old floors with Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Visit HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net or the showroom next to the Commerce Casino. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, no games, no gimmicks, no sale. Beats Wholesale will do more Lakers free agency talk as well. But right now, time for the Lindsay segment. As I like to say, take it away, producer Lindsay.
Thanks, Christopher. All right, guys, so a woman went viral after posting that she arrived in the U.S. with 2 suitcases and is heading home with 4. And that's because the 2 extra bags are stuffed entirely with American snacks, like ranch, Reese's peanut butter cups, beef jerky, root beer, Gatorade, Kraft mac and cheese, pancake syrup, and Pop-Tarts. So she's part of the wave of international visitors who have become obsessed with American food during the World Cup. Apparently, our junk food is like a souvenir worth checking an entire bag for. So if you were going to go over to Europe for months, let's say, you're going to go there for 3 to 6 months, and you know that you're not going to have some of your your favorite American snack foods, treats, junk food, whatever. What's one thing that you would have to bring with you?
This is actually a funny question because I think I read that the Norway World Cup team imported over 2,000 pounds of food.
Correct.
For the team because they don't want to eat stuff from American grocery stores.
Correct.
That's really interesting. I think if I were going to go overseas for a period of time and be without something, it'd probably be mostly fast food related, like, for example, like burritos, rolled tacos, really good burgers, like when I think about being in another part of the world and how there have been times where I'm like, man, I just miss a good burrito. A good burrito would be really, really awesome right now.
What do you say to yourself often? I just need a good burrito.
Sometimes you got to have a good burrito.
Would you pack your
just
whip?
A gut bomb. Oh, Lindsay, I just refreshed my whips.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh yeah, I just got a whole new thing of whips. They're awesome.
Okay.
Right.
Watch me
whip, and then
watch me, nay, nay. Now watch me
yeah.
whip. Kill
So
it. Watch me, nay, nay.
guess I'd have to take some burritos, maybe. Package
You
them up.
can't-
Now, what are you looking at me like that for? What would you take?
That doesn't count.
I would take if literally. I don't think you could like prepared snacks, not prepared food.
Oh,
I would take extra toasty Cheez-Its because I don't know if they have that in other parts of the world, and they're amazing.
Gross.
No, the extra toasty Cheez-Its, it's incredible.
Okay.
And you want it to be like some sort of
Non-perishable
like junk food thing?
Yeah. Or
So-
snack that they don't have over there.
So I found these potato chips recently.
What are they called?
Were they extra toasty?
Hold on.
Are they kettle chips?
No.
Are they salt and vinegar?
It was made with like just potato, salt, olive oil. Those are the only ingredients on it.
Nice.
Trader Joe's has those.
No, and not processed. Called Jose Andres.
Oh.
Jose Andres. Extra virgin olive oil potato chips made in Spain. I saw them at Ralph's the other day.
Really?
And I was like, "Ooh, I'll try these." And they were delicious.
Tell me one more time the name of the brand.
Jose Andres.
Jose Andres.
Yeah.
I bet Berg would bring That's It.
Oh, That's It bars are really, really good. But I would bring peppered beef jerky.
Oh, this kid likes a peppered beef jerky.
I like the peppered beef jerky.
I didn't know you like it peppered.
Yep, love it peppered.
I got to tell you, I really like the packaging of this Jose Andres. And the reason I like it is because it's super simple, just like what the chip sounds like. Potato, olive oil, and salt.
Just like That's It.
It's pretty good.
You ever have a That's It bar, Cappy?
Yeah, but did you hear?
Not
Did you
really.
see what came out about That's It? That there's a bunch of other chemicals.
No.
It's
No,
like,
that's a different company.
no. David's bar, they're got an expose on them, and so does That's It.
That's It is supposed to be just the
But
two
now there's
things
like a bunch
together.
of other stuff.
I'm looking
in it,
at the
apparently.
That's It bars right now. I don't know these bars.
Oh, they're good.
They are good.
They're very delicious.
I need to find
the
this because I
mango
don't believe it.
one- yeah.
I don't believe it because That's It. That's their thing. It's just That's It.
Well,
It's an
that was
Apple
their
one.
that was their marketing, and then they realized, oh, that's not it.
Well, if that's the case, then they should be.
just like David protein bars. There's all this expose now.
So the question really is what kind of like junky food, like non-perishable stuff would you
I mean,
bring
that
with
was
you?
the question when we
Yeah.
asked it 3 minutes
Right,
ago.
but me, I came
and
up
you
with
said
burritos.
which I don't understand. You don't think other parts of the world have burritos?
No, they do, but not like Southern California authentic-y burritos. You know?
So what, you going to pack those in your carry-on?
Well, now I realize that this is probably
now
not a
you
good
get,
answer.
You get the shtick we were doing. Yeah. So what's snack? Like if you're at home and they say you can't have a made burrito, what snack are you eating on a Sunday afternoon?
I'm not. I really am not that much of a snacker. Like, in other words, I know. And listen, I know you're rolling your eyes at me, and like I should come up with a
Just
better
answer the question.
Like last night, I ate an entire basket of chips at Javier's.
Okay,
but like if
that's-
I had
again,
chips
that's
at the
not-
house, I
Yeah,
would
but
eat them.
you're there. Like it's whatever. Like you're having chips anyway.
You know what I'm going to pack? Burritos.
Okay. I mean, those are not non-perishable. But go ahead. Anyway, you didn't
time for
answer
another
the
one?
question. Go ahead.
You're
What's
a
the next
moron.
question?
You're a moron.
Yeah, we're just
I'm
gonna move
trying.
on. It's just she said non-perishable. But
not
go
a
ahead.
snacker.
It's okay. Go
Yes,
ahead.
you are.
I am.
It's all right.
I've seen you snack.
On what? Tell me. I'll bring it with me to Europe.
Anyway, go ahead.
Hey, Cap, when you're flying first class and they bring you the basket of the snacks,
Yeah.
and you get to choose, what are you choosing?
I like those little twisty pretzel things that
There you
sort of have a little
go.
sweetness
Hey,
and
we
salt
got
to
an
them. I don't know what
answer.
they're called, but they're good.
The ones that are on Amtrak
Pretzel
too?
twists?
Yeah,
those.
pretzel twists.
Yeah, those are good.
By the way, I had a stroopwafel the other day on my flight back from Cleveland.
Oh, how about speaking of waffle? How about a stinger?
Oh, a stinger would be a good
There
thing
you
to take.
go.
There you go.
Yeah.
You bring
Yeah.
the stingers
They,
in the
stinger would
web.
be
they
good.
definitely don't allow those in other parts of the world, the stingers.
Oh, yeah, definitely not.
Hey, real quick, just a little
Like,
update
what?
for you. Congo up 1-0 on England right
Go
now.
Congo.
Go
Wow.
Congo.
Go Congo.
That's
Knock
your team,
them out.
That's
right?
my team.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Knock
let's
them
go
off.
Congo.
Knock out Germany. Knock out England. And let me tell
Knock
you
out
something.
the Netherlands.
And let me tell you something really quick. Canada's made it through so far. Mexico has made it through so far. The pressure is on the U.S. tonight in a big way. All three of these countries are hosts.
Light.
Coors Light. Right.
I like
Right.
the guy from the Dodgers game.
Goal, Congo.
U.S. got to get it done tonight. Got to get
Lindsay,
this
we
done.
do that for the partner. That's why.
Well, I know, but I like that one too.
I understand.
I like them both.
Yeah.
All right, so
Lindsay doesn't always get the things we do to make money around here.
It's
Well,
rinse all
you can do
over
this one.
again.
All right, what's
rinse.
next?
All right, so a new survey says that over half of teenagers explicitly reject SUVs, labeling them as uncool parent cars. The shift represents a significant departure from decades of SUV dominance with, people's preferences buying cars. Gen Z teens are gravitating more towards compact sedans, sporty coupes, and even older vintage models to express themselves. So when you guys were growing up, or let's say the first time you bought a car or wanted to buy a car, did what your parents drive have any, did that shape at all what you wanted to buy or what you didn't want it to buy, or have any impact?
So my dad worked for Ford when I was growing up.
That's lucky you.
He started as a salesperson and then eventually got into management and basically became he grew into a role with the larger company just based off where we lived geographically. He kind of became an export manager for their South American region. By the time before he got sick. And so I grew up around Fords all my life. My dad did have a Cadillac prior to working for Ford, a used Cadillac that he loved, which is why I love Cadillac too. So to your point, yes, the cars I've mostly had, I've had other, European automobiles, when I was in my 20s or even early 30s. But it's funny, the cars I've gravitated to historically, even in my adult life and, of course, in my childhood, were Cadillacs and Fords because of my dad buying, saving every penny he had because he wanted a used Cadillac and then working for Ford. So those two kind of molded my life from a car standpoint. Yes.
Yeah. It's funny about Cadillac. I was the same thing. My grandfather, every 2 years, would get a new Cadillac Eldorado. And it was awesome because it had bench seats in the front and the bench seats in the back. And in the front, my grandfather would always have a CB. Did you guys grow up with CB radios?
Oh, yeah.
Breaker 19. I'm looking for a radio check, please. and I loved having a CB radio in every car. And then my other grandfather, he worked as a liquor salesman. And my grandmother was, I would like a Cadillac too, because there was always competition between the two grandmothers. And my grandmother eventually got a Cadillac. So it's funny because I always looked at Cadillac not as Mercedes, BMW, Rolls-Royce. I looked at Cadillac as you're successful when you get to Cadillac. But I'll tell you this, Linz, I always loved and still to this day loved American muscle cars. And my dad would he would buy a car, fix it up, and sell the car because he had a gas station. So he would fix it up and then he'd put it on the gas station lot, if you will. And I still to this day.
Is that why you always want a Corvette?
Corvette is one. And two is I want an Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme 442 convertible. I want cherry red, white leather seats, white convertible top, big engine, so I'm an American muscle car guy, thanks to my parents.
Christopher? Bert?
My parents had Volvos and Mercedes, so I always wanted a Mercedes. But I always was, my grandparents and stuff and my uncle always had Fords and not Cadillac, Mercuries, Lincolns. So that was my first car, was a Mercury. Then I got Infinities, and I loved Infinities. Then I got a Benz CL500 because I always wanted a Benz, that model specifically. And then now I've gravitated to American Cadillac, Chevy, because you know why? They're easy to service. The Mercedes cost me a lot of money servicing it over years. So, again, Cadillac, Ford, get an American car. And during the summer of Schwanz, get an American muscle car.
George Chevy.
Yeah. Or Cadillac in Beverly Hills.
I agree.
All work well.
They all do. So my parents had Volvos and Jeeps and those kind of cars also. My dad always wanted the nicer cars. He had a Jaguar when he was growing. When I was growing
Jaguar?
Up. That's what it's called.
That's how you say it.
Really?
Yeah, specific. That's how you
Nicely
officially
done.
say it.
Yeah,
very nicely done.
Yeah. So he had that, and he always had nicer cars. But I grew up. My first car was an Acura, so I really like those type of cars. But Acura, Honda.
That tracks now. Looking at that.
It totally does, doesn't it? I didn't even think about that. And it's only been recently, really, to be honest with you.
Nobody ever had a Chevy Chevette? Nobody ever had the
My
pleasure of
dad
driving
not.
a
My
Chevy
dad
Chevette?
does. He has one now.
Oh, my
because
God, no way.
Because of where the engine is.
Oh, dude, I
the
loved
engine
my
is in
Chevy
the back,
Chevette.
right?
I don't recall that,
The model that he has it is.
but I had a Chevy Chevette. Man, I had all kinds of pieces of garbage when I was younger. Just junk.
All right, so that's the Lindsay segment. Couple things here real quick. If you're just tuning in, the Lakers made a lot of additions, and I'm sure you were tuning in on either the app or on YouTube for this reason. Walker Kessler, sign and trade, caps them at the first apron. They gave up 2 first-rounders, 31 and 33, 2 pick swaps, 28 and 30. It is the draft capital is a lot, but how did you phrase it?
They were desperate. And Wendy didn't disagree.
I don't, look, I don't know if I'd use that particular word, but what I would say is they definitely needed to get something done because They needed size. They needed to oblige with what Luka needed and wanted.
I only say desperate because you're letting LeBron walk out the door, so you're losing all that production and you're losing a lot of star power, but you have to replace it with what the basketball team and what your top player wants and needs.
Right.
So you were desperate in the sense of you have to make Luka happy because you've put all your eggs in his basket.
Right.
That's all.
They signed Quentin Grimes, who I told you last couple days I was a big fan of. And I thought he would make a ton of sense on this team. He's a good defensive player. I think that he is a much better offensive player consistently than Marcus Smart at this stage. A little bit of a downgrade with Mamukelashvili from Rui, but a solid player.
And I liked the way Wendy put it into the world of analytics.
Yeah.
And what I thought he really did a good job was, hey, look, if you got rid of Rui and you got rid of Maxi Kleber, and you took their two salaries combined for $25 million, and you give this young guy half of that money, and you get slightly less production than Rui, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Financially speaking.
Yeah. So then they added Colin Sexton, who I'm okay with. Like, he's fine. He's a scorer. I know he's a combo guard, but he's more of a scorer than he is an actual point guard. And he doesn't need to be a point guard with Reaves and Doncic on this team. But
by the way,
he's kind of punch off the bench.
Well, let me ask you something. When I look at some of these names, okay, and listen, they're not household names and they're not superstars. But, man, like Sexton, for example, check me on this. I think he was like the number 2 pick in the draft.
Yeah, he was a lottery pick.
Think about that. You're getting a guy that only a few years ago the league looked at and said, he's the second best player available in the draft.
Right.
And then one of the other guys, I closed some windows, but one of the other guys was the number 5
I think he
overall
was
pick.
like 8th.
Okay, I'll have to go back and look at it.
I don't believe he was second.
One of the other guys was like 5th overall. So I got to go back and find it. But my point is that they got guys who, when they were drafted, they were thought of as being really good players.
Yes. Yeah, he was a lottery pick. He was in the Ayton Luka draft.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go back and I'll find
it is
all
8th.
of this.
I'm looking at it.
Okay, who is 8th?
Sexton.
Okay, and I don't have all their profiles up right now. Somebody I thought was 2nd and somebody I thought was 5th. Maybe I got it just a little bit off. But still, if you have a top 10 pick, if you're a top 10 pick in the NBA, you're expected to be a player. Doesn't mean you're going to be a superstar, but you're expected to be a player. They got guys that were drafted in the top 10 who are in their second iterations of their careers.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it looks pretty good. I'm not jumping for joy like they're going to win a championship. I'm jumping for joy because if you're going to let LeBron walk, you better plan for the future. And the future, George, we disagree about this a lot. The future is not exclusively the upcoming season.
Yeah.
The future is, how long does Luka have on his deal? So if he's got 3 more years or 4 more years on his deal, you have to be thinking about, we're going to win a championship and certainly compete for a championship in the next 3 to 4 years.
Yeah, I'm bullish that they can make it work. I don't know if it'll necessarily be this iteration that we see at this particular moment, but I'm a believer, as I've told you. I am bullish on Doncic as a focal point of a championship-level team, and I'm bullish on the ownership group. So because of that, I believe that they will have the resources necessary to make those decisions, and we'll see if they make the right decisions.
Do you feel better about some of these decisions also with the fact that this is now a Guggenheim-run organization?
Yeah, that's the ownership group.
Yeah, the ownership groups. And you have guys like the coach from Tony Bennett that is looking at, so like the Cameron Carr, bringing him in, you feel better about that.
Yeah, right.
You have the analytics that is going on to all this you're talking about. I just feel better about all of this because of who's doing it.
Sure.
They would never have had the analytic department in years past to do what Wendy just suggested, where they run the analytics and they go, this player does these things,
fits
makes
with
this
Luka
much
this
money.
way.
Yes, right. So clearly the addition of rocket scientists going into the front office of the Lakers, that is already starting to at least show you how they're going to recreate their roster.
Yeah. So I'm bullish on their future. I feel like they can be competitive in the West. How competitive, we'll have to see. I mean, I'm not going to make a bold proclamation on July 1st.
But Wendy also said that
this makes no sense.
Wherever Victor Wembanyama is right now, Victor Wembanyama is not going, oh no, look what the Lakers have done.
No, but I don't think Victor Wembanyama would do that about almost anybody, to be honest
Right.
with you.
Well, and that right. And I don't think Chet Holmgren or Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is sitting around right now going, "We got a whole new sheriff in town."
Yeah,
because that's what they.
But
call
also, I don't feel like the former roster he was worried about whatsoever
Not
either.
at all.
So
Not
at
at
least this is a new roster that you can sustain over a longer period of time.
Maybe
these 4 year deals. There's
but just because they've signed 4-year
Is
deals
Andy
doesn't mean they're.
Kamenetsky standing in here for a reason? Yeah. Oh,
No.
well, we're on the air. So
It's
just ask
okay.
it on the air.
You can ask it on the air.
Not,
No, I'm
Who's
I'm
using
gonna
the
have
side
Andy in there.
studio? This isn't
Well,
about
go ahead
Walker
right now.
Kessler.
Wait, you came in here to
You-
not talk
right.
about Quentin Grimes?
You're
The
coming
hell,
in here
man?
and not talk about
Come
Mamu,
on, Andy.
Mamu,
Come on, Andy.
Shelavizili.
Mamu Kelishvili.
I was close.
Yeah, walk in there.
That wasn't too bad.
No, we got to go.
Oh, no, we have some recording to do, actually. He's got a spec. You got a Hernandez wholesale flooring spot.
Okay.
Who has a spec?
You do. I
Oh,
just
I thought
said
you
that.
said-
Well,
you
if
said
we end
Andy
this
did.
right now, then I can do all of that and still give you your 10 minutes.
Oh, that's right, the 10 minutes.
Yeah, you need the 10 minutes.
10
All right.
minutes with
With me?
Sedano?
No, I need 10 minutes one-on-one.
Mano y mano.
Yeah, so why don't you do the Hernandez wholesale flooring spot?
Well, let me find it. It's from Mario.
Oh, yeah, well, he does that. Why don't you do the Culligan spec?
Oh, listen, let me tell you something about Culligan. I'm
No,
excited
Can
about
you
this.
read from the copy, please?
Well, I don't have it gotten
It's
yet.
Mario.
I emailed it to you.
All right, here we go. Ready?
Just a minute ago.
3, 2. Hey, guys, Sedano.
Hold on, I'm not recording. Hold on.
Oh.
3, 2.
Right, Tim.
Do you get the Culligan spec
I
yet?
just got it.
Okay, well,
All
I
right.
mean, you just said
hold
it.
on.
Who's going first?
3, 2.
What are you
Right there.
sighing back there, Greg?
It's just ridiculous. Go, go,
Well,
go.
maybe if you guys did something and I didn't have to do all this.
Yeah, it's all you guys' fault for not doing anything. It's his fault for doing
You
everything.
were on the email too, Greg.
Right.
3, 2.
Right.
Maybe if you were
Yeah.
doing 7 Dodgers segments a day.
Wow, that's your fault, Bergie.
Hey, guys, Sedano here, and summer's here. Barbecues are happening. The kids are home. Everyone's getting together. So why are you still living with those same old floors? Upgrade with Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. They've got millions, I repeat, millions of in-stock options. Hardwood, laminate, vinyl, carpet, even the turf for the outdoor, including Core-Tech, the original 100% waterproof, kid-proof, pet-proof, luxury vinyl flooring in stock and can be installed in a few days. No waiting for a summer sale. Hernandez offers true wholesale pricing every single darn day. Visit the showroom next to the Commerce Casino off the 5 freeway or online. HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. Yep, you heard it right. HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net online. Let me say that again. Or online at HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. No games, no gimmicks, because no sale beats wholesale.
When you said in that copy, why are you still living, pause, was that targeted at me? Like you wish I died instead of made it through thanks to Providence?
Why are you still living?
And then he paused, but he paused in a way
Like a
that.
pregnant pause.
Yeah.
I personally didn't notice it.
Do you want me to say it again?
No, I'm fine with it, but everybody, when I say everybody, Greg and Lindsay noticed it, and they thought it was a rocket towards me.
Wow.
Well, you want to talk to him for an hour.
I didn't believe it.
I just
but,
want to talk to him for 10
you're
minutes.
losing 10 minutes here.
I mean, this guy's never available for me. We used to talk every day for like an
I'm
hour.
on the phone. I mean, you can do that.
Like, Cappy, you got the spec?
I do have the spec.
3, 2.
Wait, I'm not ready yet. I need to clear
3,
my throat.
2.
Thank you.
Well,
Hey.
George, do you have to do this recording with the pod thing?
Yeah, I told them I can start at like 10, 15. So
So you
Kind of
want
probably
to work me in first?
yes, if possible.
We won't do it on the air, though. It's got to be in private.
No, okay.
Come on, do it on the air.
No.
Wendy's in my office watching Wimbledon, so you got some time.
Go ahead.
Really?
3,
Yeah.
2.
He's got
Hey.
his meeting. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
then that's all right. Hey, guys, you know me, and if I'm going to talk about a product on the air, it's because I actually use it, and that's how I feel about Culligan water. I tell you right now, my family loves our Culligan water system installed at my house, and I'm telling you, everybody notices the difference. The water tastes better. The ice is better. When I make my coffee, it's better, and we don't think twice about filling up a glass straight from the tap. And it's not about just drinking water. Showers, laundry, cooking, everything. Knowing we're getting cleaner, better quality water throughout the house has been a game changer for me and my family. And if you have been buying bottled water, if you're tired of dealing with hard water, do yourself a favor and do what I did. Call the team at Culligan. They'll test your water, walk you through the options, and find a solution that's right for your home. Schedule a free in-home water test today at Culligan.com. That's Culligan.com. I trust Culligan for my family, and I think you will too.
That was nice done. Now
Hey,
that they have that TV in the sales area and they could hear us on YouTube
Yeah,
all
they're
day
not going
long,
to be happy.
do you think Deshae's freaking
Yeah,
out?
he's not going to be happy.
What are they doing specs on the air?
I'm telling you right now, when they came to me yesterday about Culligan, I'm like, I use Culligan every day.
Do you really?
Yeah, I swear to you, it's a great
I know
water.
we want to do dealer's choice and all that stuff, but
we can get out of here.
we're going to call it because I want to talk to Sedano.
All
And I don't get a lot of time. So we'll see you tomorrow morning for the Thursday pre-4th of July edition.
Oh, look what I just got in my email. I just got the contract in my email.
Oh,
all right, sign it. Let's
ready
go.
to sign.
Sign now.
Are you going to docu-sign it?
I'm going to docu-sign.
Congratulations, Cappy. I'm glad we have you for more years to come.
Hey, thanks a hell of a lot.
Because as much as you annoy me,
Yeah.
and I'd love to see you fired just for the bit,
right?
I also love you very much. And
I want to see you fired for the bit.
well, it would be fun, but then right after it's done, I'd be like, oh, I regret that. And we've all had that feeling many times in life.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see you tomorrow morning at 7 a.m.